super excited. I also have with me a co-host, Brickotomy, starting his new, if I can figure out this page, Brickotomy is he's starting his new YouTube channel. Pretty exciting. Go check him out. I have him tagged in the title. As I haven't said it quite yet, but just so you all know, this stream is going to be very much an experiment. It's my first time using StreamYards, so I really don't know how this is going to go. I think I'm actually going to have to edit on the fly because once again, it has messed me up. So I'm going to fix this real quick. All right. I would like to be the bigger screen on my own stream. That would be great. So while I'm fixing this, Brickotomy, if you want to let everyone know, what kind of Lego sets do you usually prefer to collect? I know that's partially why you're here in this stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go ahead and give us the background of what.
Yeah, so I've been collecting Lego for coming up on 30 years now. So this is definitely a subject that's near and dear to my heart. And as this is definitely a good start to do one live here, because Lego Ideas is actually where a good, I would say 90% of my collection is geared towards Lego Ideas. So I find the entire concept fascinating. I find the creativity that the community has come together and used to produce these sets just fascinating. And a lot of these sets are so good that I oftentimes can't even see myself unboxing them. So Lego Ideas is, in my opinion, the collector's dream.
Absolutely. And with these sets that we're looking at here, just so you all know in chat, these are sets that are very close to being put into production from the Lego Ideas page. And Brickotomy, as you know a little bit more about the process for the Lego Ideas, why don't you go ahead and give us the rundown?
Yeah, so obviously the Lego Ideas framework is Lego's way of allowing fans, you, me, a way of taking our visions, things we spent, I'm sure everyone who's a fan of Lego spent many hours as a child building their own creations, just wishing that everyone else could see what they made. So this theme is exactly what we all dreamed of when we were children. So as any great set starts with, of course, an idea. And in order for that idea to be on the shelf, hopefully on the shelf one day, it has to be not just an idea, it has to be a winning idea. This isn't just something that anyone can accomplish. This is where the brightest minds amongst us get their sets out into the world. So it's no I don't want to underplay how fantastic it is that some of these sets have made it almost to 10,000 votes, because that says a lot about the creativity of those who made them and the process that they've taken to, and the hours they've probably put into getting them to this point. But that's just the very beginning step, is having the idea in your mind of this set is what I would like to see built, not just by myself, but by others. Assuming you've got the great idea, let's just take this Muppets one we've got here. Let's just say this is the idea you have. You obviously want to build it. Whether you choose to build it with using actual Lego brick, whether you choose to use a program such as Bricklink or whatever 3D rendering program you want to use, that's step one. You gotta have a visual representation of your idea to get out there. Now, assuming you've gone through that process, you've done your digital design, you've got your renders, you've got your actual set built, you're ready to get it out there. You could post it here. You've got your Lego Ideas account. You post it for the masses to see. And unfortunately, given my experience, I've been a longtime voter on the Lego Ideas page. I tend to see that people in general, they'll get it to this point, and they don't carry it the further step of you want to market this thing. Your supporters, you want to champion your idea. You want to get it, you want to, as much as you can, with whatever communities you're part of, you want to get those votes. So you really want to get that step of getting the votes and marketing your set, because unfortunately, there's milestones along the way, and if you don't hit them within time frames, your set falls off the page entirely.
Yep.
So again, I don't want to underplay
So what's
the amount of these votes these people have gotten.
Or the way to get to these votes? What do they need to get to exactly?
Well, one, are you talking about the milestones, like what milestones there are, or what you recommend as far as getting?
Yeah, isn't it like the 10K members club? Isn't that really the key?
Yeah,
10,000 is the marker.
And they don't make you sweat too much, because if you get to one milestone, your timer is then reset to a different milestone, and you're no longer in danger of your set falling off the page. That's by no means to scare anyone off. That's just to keep the thousands of sets down to the most highest quality that we all see.
So do you know what the milestones are? I know is it like 3,000, 5,000, 10,000?
Yeah, and it's usually 6 months, and then 6 months again, if I remember correctly. But if you look at the ones here, you see 700 days. They've got 700 days to get to 10,000, which of course is most likely going to happen, because these sets here that we've got showing here are pretty darn close, and they're very good looking.
Mm-hmm. So let's start out with this Muppets one.
Yeah.
It looks like they actually created the actual build as opposed to a render. And just so you all know in the chat, what we're going to, and in the people who are watching this on replay, maybe, we have it sorted by most supported sets. And we have not quite yet disaggregated out the staff picks, which is another method of kind of notoriety from these sets here. We haven't quite broken it out that far just yet. We might, but I think for now we're just going to kind of go from top to bottom. This stream honestly could be like hour, 2 hours long. This could be a pretty long stream, basically as long as we want to go, because there are hundreds. Well, you can see up at the top right, there's thousands of sets. There's 2,683 sets that we can look through. Of course, we're not going to get through them all, but I think we'll try and get through a handful. And then maybe once we get to the near end, we potentially might flip the sorting and just kind of flip it on its head and see what those bottom sets are. And maybe there's some diamonds in the rough there at the bottom. But right off the top, let's start with the Muppet Theater and see what we can.
I actually agree with you here. I'm very certain that this is an actual build, because I would bet money that these minifigures are from 71033, the Muppets minifigure sets. I think they used that to create this set, and it looks great as a module set. This, even if you're not a big fan of the Muppets, this is a great theater set. This is the way this has been designed is pretty top notch.
And as far as the licensing goes, I know we've talked about this in the past. Licensing can be a huge barrier that people tend to forget about when they're building these idea sets. They already essentially, because they've already done the Muppets CMF, I can't imagine it would be a huge issue, or sets in general. I can't imagine it would be a huge issue for them to get the license again for this IP.
Yeah, and on that subject, during the initial posting process, Lego kind of puts it onto your shoulders to do that research as far as intellectual property and copyright infringement goes. So sets that are in this phase, that vetting by Lego reviewers hasn't happened yet. So there is potential that on this list there will be some sets that would potentially be flagged for copyright infringement. But I agree with you. This probably would have no trouble making it past that vetting process, considering that there's been past Muppets collections before. So
Hmm. And I think just kind of looking through some more of these pictures, personally, it doesn't strike a chord with me personally, just because I'm not a huge Muppets person. But I mean, it does look beautiful, and I think Lego would kind of take this and really refine it to a T and make it look really, really pretty. That red is, which I don't know at all what this is based on, or the specific theater, if it's probably from the movie or maybe from an original Muppets production. And it does have that bookcase kind of opening capability, which is really nice when Lego does stuff like that. So, I mean, there's huge potential. It's already at 99909 supporters. So really, and like you said, they reset those milestones. 736 days left. I don't think they really have any trouble reaching that mark.
No, and like you were saying, with this being a modular set, like I said a minute ago, even if you weren't a big fan of the Muppets and this wasn't striking a chord with you there, I gotta hand it to the creator of this set. He kind of marketed it to two demographics there. Modular. Let's just say the set made it to production. You've got your modular collectors that would be like, "Oh, this is great. I'm not necessarily a fan of the Muppets, but this would look great in my modular builds." And then you've got Muppets fans. So you've got two different demographics here that would be looking to buy the set that they've marketed this to. So I've got to hand it to them for that.
So as far as a maybe potential rating for this set, would you, if you're, which will, at the end of each set, we'll kind of look at it from a Lego corporate, whichever team decides these sets, if they go into production or not. Are you giving this a pass? Are you putting this through to the next mark?
I would put this through just as a standpoint of the creativity and the thought that they put into this, because it's not just the fact that it unfolds. It looks like they went a little bit of an extra mile, and they've got some mechanics in here for the curtains to draw forwards and backwards. They've done a lot of creativity as far as the design of the interior of the theater. I personally would say that this makes it through to the next staff review, the vetting process anyways. Yeah.
And especially with the kind of fine tuning that I imagine the Lego designers do when they receive these sets, I think, yeah, it'll definitely sparkle a lot more. And even so, with the idea sets that you've seen, do you, how many actually in a full wave, how many actually get through?
So, let's just say this set gets to 10,000, right? It doesn't stop there. The vetting, the scrutiny, I should say, the scrutiny from the Lego team, it kind of really focuses in a little bit more. You have to be able to demonstrate the building process of your set virtually to them, and the complexity. It has to make sense for them as far as a production and buildability standpoint. So, yeah, I would say.
Okay, well, I think this one, just how close it is, I think it's going to be a W for Lee 40.
I would say so. I know that I wish them luck in the vetting process, because I could pretty much say for certain they're going to get to it. I would buy this set as a Lego Ideas collector. I would buy it.
There you go. And guesstimating, they must have a piece count, but just guesstimating how much this would be priced at. Your thoughts?
I would say closer to the 200 mark would be my guess. I don't know what your guess would be, but I would say closer to 200, 150 to 200.
Depending on how much they scaled, if they just took this and basically fine-tuned it, yeah, man, I would feel like nowadays, because of all the price changes we're seeing, maybe like 250. Just because I'm thinking of like, this is like the Home Alone set to me a little bit, maybe a little bigger with a lot more minifigs. The minifigs is what's really going to push this one through the roof.
So, well, before we move on to the next one, then I have a question for you. Then, you being the kind of the finance expert here, let's just speculate for a moment and say this does make it all the way. This is on the shelf of Lego. This is on the Lego store shelves in 2024, would you say this would be a worthy investment for someone who is going to invest for the future?
So Muppets is one of those iconic IPs. It's not quite, it's definitely not top 10, but it's like, I don't know, top 30, top 50 maybe. Just total
Yeah,
guesstimating, shot in the
there's
dark.
a lot of
So
Muppets
it's
lovers out there.
definitely good. Yeah, it's definitely good from a, like, you're not going to lose money on this set. Definitely not going to lose money on this set. So I think it would be wise to pick up at least one, maybe two. Brick by Brick in the comments thinks that Muppets is goated. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth something. I'm gonna pull up the next one, the vintage toaster. If you want to give your thoughts, I'm gonna try and fix the stream because I'm trying to get rid of this little lag that I've got. And
Yeah,
welcome
absolutely.
to the stream, Upside Down Brick. Appreciate it. So take it away.
Right away, my first initial thought when I saw this toaster was, this looks kind of almost 1950s retro toaster, and it looks good. It looks good. I think there's a mechanic to this set that the toast kind of pops up and down, which is, I gotta hand it to creativity there. That's not always easy to do. They're using a pretty wide variety of elements here. They've got buttons that seem to perform functions, and they've got a very good representation of how that all works. So I would say the strength of this set isn't couldn't not to downplay the idea of it. It's a great idea, but I think the strong point here is in the mechanical engineering, for lack of a better word, that they put into the interior. I think is impressive to me, because that's not a skill everyone has, and that's the difficult part of the moving pieces is difficult. It looks like color-wise is pretty good. I could see this potentially being a set that has potential for having other variants. Like, I could see this in red as well, red and chrome. The bread pieces are pretty cool.
So as far
I can't quite see what that says on the front. Can you?
Let's see. I think it
just says toaster. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it just says toaster. Yeah. I'd say, I think the strong point of this one is unfortunately what you don't see on the outside. It's what's on the inside.
So let's see. What is the inside?
Scroll to one of the last visual aids there. There's some good engineering here as far as the mechanics of this set goes.
So it looks like you push the handle down, tray will come down, pulling on the rubbers and fix on the blue point, and then push the button to push the ready toasts on the tray. Push the handle up and the toasts will jump out. So I think this begs the question, though, is what do you put in a toaster?
Toast.
Bread. You put bread? Oh, gotcha. Got him.
You got me. But look at the interesting note here. Look at step 1, look at step 4. You've got 2 different, or should I say 4 different types. You've got the untoasted bread and you've got the toasted breads. I think it's pretty creative of this submitter to put.
Oh, you're right, dude. It actually like switches it out.
Yeah, they've included the different pieces of bread that you can switch out. Of course, if you look closer, it actually changes them out.
Yep. Right here, it's so you put them down, you can kind of see them sneaking right there.
Again, like I know I've said it twice now. I think the strongest point of this set is the inside mechanics is very creative, very creative.
So I tend to have to agree with Brick by Brick. I think this set might actually completely replace the demand for real toasters. I feel like that's probably the logical conclusion. We won't. I have one the counter right now, I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, all you got to do is introduce a heating element, and you're golden.
Or you just eat these toasts right here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. But this kind of, in my mind, it falls in the realm of like the piano a little bit. I'm trying to think of what
Yeah.
other idea sets have come out that would be similar.
I think the piano is a good one. You don't see a lot of Ideas has their fair share of sets that include mechanics. Think, the lighthouse, for one. Piano was a good one. Yeah, it resonates on the same tune. Where the spotlight is really on the interior.
Yeah. All right, and this one is at 9781 supporters with 238 days left. How many? That's like 2/3 of a year.
Yeah, I could see this one definitely making it to the Lego peer review stage. I of course can't speak too much to Lego's scrutiny process as far as quality of the exterior goes.
This is interesting. So we've got 658 pieces and 2 rubbers, and those are rubber bands, by the way. And that would lead me to believe it'll be about a $70.
I would agree.
Price point. And I mean, that feels right. I would have said, like, just without knowing the piece count, I would have guessed like 60, because it looks like, I mean, it's like this big. It's not huge, but that makes sense.
And impressive that all the technical mechanics of it was done in such a small profile.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. Official Lego comments, which I imagine the other one had official Lego comments. Yes, it had.
Yeah, it is important to note that this is a staff pick. So someone from Lego has actually interacted with this.
Yes.
With this submission. And,
which from what we've seen, the staff picks, they can be items that are not that high. I've seen some staff picks on here that are pretty small. Even
the entire premise of the staff pick is to highlight sets that have great presentation, and you saw that with the Muppet set, and you've seen it with this set. The renders and photos are pretty top notch. So you might see some staff picks that have low votes simply because the creator and submitter did a very fantastic job of presenting the set to the page for those of us who are going to be voting. And they deserve that spotlight.
Brick by Brick had another comment saying would have expected $80 to $100 just looking at the picture. I didn't get there, but I think Lego could definitely turn it into a $100 set. Maybe make it. It looks like it's, a little smaller than a normal toaster, but if they make it life size to a toaster,
it's the brave little toaster.
It's for the little British toast.
Yeah.
Because everything's bigger in America. So, that is actually very interesting to note that this creator is part of the 10K club member already, which means they've already had a set that has reached 10K supporters. So that's something interesting to think about.
That's a good call out. Congratulations to the submitter.
And the other person is not. Yes, very much. I wonder if we can we see other. I don't know if I have an account. Of course, I'm glad to make an account off screen. Does it all of them don't have an actual? No, interesting. Let's check this out. 8-second sizzle reel.
That might be what got it its spotlight. This is the extra mile I was talking about as far as presentation goes.
Yeah, I'm kind of gathering and kind of figuring out, because I'm learning this right now, essentially, how this whole thing works. And basically, like, if you do the little things, you put in the work show Lego that you're serious. You didn't just chuck this together overnight. I
Right,
think
because it would
that's
be
really
it
what's
would be
setting these
easy.
apart.
Anyone can create a render and toss the image into the page. It's this. Is this that draws our attention?
Exactly. All right. Now this next one, it didn't, in my opinion, this didn't need to be a staff pick because Brick by Brick just mentioned the vintage cash register. What wasn't there? Yeah, there was a vintage cash register. I think that's the one I was thinking of. So this kind of is along those veins.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're correct.
So we can move on to the New York corner. This one doesn't need didn't need a staff pick because like just look at that thing.
Yeah.
That's
This is
already getting in, dude. This is like take. I'm gonna get rid of this green screen. You can
I
take it away.
I haven't even gone to the second image yet because I'm still looking at everything that I'm seeing here in this first photo. There's a lot of detail into this. I'm assuming, I haven't gone to the second image yet, but it looks like you've got an apartment for the second and third floor, and you've got a blues jazz club for the bottom floor. And not only that, you've got a street corner with a hot dog vendor like this, and then you've got the rooftop with the water tank slash tower. The detail on just the exterior from just this one view is pretty staggering. And I'm predicting just by looking at this, if I go to the second or third photo, I'm betting I'm going to see the seasons of that tree change. I'm hoping I
Oh,
do. I'm
and
hoping I do.
this does this scream real or render to you? That screams render.
That screams rendered. Let me scroll through this a little bit.
I think it's all rendered. It's too plasticky.
Yes, I agree with you, but I don't want to underplay how detailed
No, yeah,
this
it
is.
is. There's a therapist. Oh, that's great.
This is pretty good.
Bathroom. There's a toilet. There's a darts. So it kind of honestly, it kind of feels like a How I Met Your Mother type of block. Like you've
Yes,
got the bar downstairs.
right. I could see them taking inspiration from that. From you
Blues
take your
Brothers.
pick, take your pick of New York sitcoms and put them into a conglomerate here. You've got a lot of to draw on here. This is the creativity here is pretty up there.
Now, the most interesting thing to me is, or most problematic thing to me, is how do you get to all these rooms? Like it looks like it's made in 3 layers. So you've got the top section here. You've
Yes.
got level 2, level 3, which makes sense. But how I'm wondering how you practically and proficiently display all of those in an effective way.
As far as Lego goes, or as practicality, as if this was a real building.
Lego, definitely.
I would think that this would come apart. You could take the top floor off, and you see the second floor. You take the second floor off, and you can see down at the jazz club. That if I was building this set, that's what I would expect to see. Like essentially it's three pieces that module together. You've all three floors. That because I haven't seen anything to indicate that I would turn this around and the back of it would be just open to me. I
Correct.
haven't.
And I wouldn't modular. I think if you do that, you've basically shot your modular in the foot, and they're not
Yeah, I agree.
probably getting more than that. But
No,
Brick by Brick
I think it's
thinks
three.
that it's got no shot because it's a modular. Stop submitting modulars to ideas, people. Someone has a vendetta against modulars. Oh no. Tell us, just let it out. Let it out. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. I'm figuring out how these banners work. Oh, that's fancy. Can I change it on the fly? Sure can. Oh, that's kind of big. I like that one. All right.
It is an interesting point. I've never seen a modular set make it through the vetting process.
Interesting. I did not know that. I
And I
figured that like the
I
A-frame, that's
might
I guess not modular.
know, and I think I might know why, because this is pure speculation. I have never collected a modular set, disclaimer, but I think they want, if you have the modular sets that are normally and typically released, and all of a sudden you have a whole nother theme that's releasing modular sets too, it kind of downplays the collectors who out there collecting modular sets. Now the market's being a little more flooded, and there's more modular sets out there now. They're just coming
Mhm.
left and right from all themes now, and it kind of degrades the uniqueness of them. That's again, like I said, that's speculation on my part,
Mhm.
but that could be one of the reasons why an ideas set has never made it through.
Interesting, interesting. Let's see what else. So I mean, they've allowed some through Bricklink Designer. Yes, they definitely have allowed some through the Bricklink Designer program. So I could honestly see this going that route, even on not yesterday's weekly investment update, but last week's investment update. I looked at the Lego modular store. I could maybe see this going this route, which if it does go that route from an investment perspective, which I gotta disclaim every time I say that so no one sues me because everyone's coming after me for my faulty investment advice. But I, yeah, why wouldn't you invest? Why wouldn't you put your money up front, pre-order this one to crowdfund it? I think it would be a winner just
Right,
because
and
it's
it yeah, and if I could see, I could certainly see Lego producing a Jazz Blues Club modular set. I don't think it would be. I don't. Again, conjecture. I don't know if it would be through the ideas theme though.
very, very interesting stuff here that I'm learning so much every day, and I'm fixing a new StreamYard layout.
But
Maybe this
like
is going
again,
to
like
look a little
I
better.
don't want to downplay the creativity of this set. There's a lot of elements here, and
So yes, this is a jazz. I guess what is the name of it? I thought it was New York Corner. So, but it looks
yeah,
like
but
it's
just going by the blues and the band, it looks like a jazz club to me on the bottom floor.
oh, really interesting. Let's find this out. Lego Modular Jazz Club. Oh, are you talking about the? I'm finding it not on screen just because.
I
Oh, you're
think
right.
Brick by Brick is trying to tell us that there was a modular jazz club
Oh, you're
that
right.
would be directly competing with this idea set. So you kind of got a gotcha moment here where you've got a really creative set, but you also already have a jazz club in circulation. So I think the strong point of the set is very creative. You got the apartments, you've got the blues club, but you would be competing with an already existing set if this was, and that's where the
Yeah,
scrutiny. This is close to
yeah.
10,000 supporters, but as soon as it hits 10,000 supporters, that's where the eyes of the Lego team land on it, and that's probably where their biggest scrutiny point is going to be. There's already a jazz club in circulation.
And I think that's where this might fall to. If this keeps enough demand, I think that Lego could turn this into a what's it called? A Bricklink designer program. Because if you think about it, or if I think about it, if I'm Lego, I'm thinking, all right, yeah, we already have a jazz club. Why would we make another basically a masked jazz club? Like it's not an actual it's called New York Corner, but literally it's a jazz club. Why would we make
If
another
yeah,
one? So then instead you make people put their money up front. And that's how you
yeah,
really do it.
this
I think.
this this is a very good modular set. If you took the blues sign and maybe put it as like cafe diem or something, like a coffee shop, like a small cafe or a newsstand or something. it's the unfortunate.
Change the core of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Because this is very creative, and it's unfortunate that it would be competing with itself, essentially with the jazz club already out there.
Yeah, it's very and 160 days left. It's once again, it's brick by brick. Is this your cousin Bricky Brick? They're already a 10K. I keep trying to do that. They're already a 10K member. Interesting to keep that in mind. So they've been there, they've done that in the Lego ideas world. Interesting. So just so we all know,
this set has been commented on by Lego.
let's see how many times. 3 times.
There's an official Lego. Yeah, Lego has officially commented on this, so they have casted their opinion. And it could be just the automated opinions. Like there's some automated comments that Lego puts out there, but
yeah. So when I click support, does it just say, "Oh, cool, you've supported," or does it make you chuck anything up front?
Financially?
Yeah.
No, you're just casting a vote.
Hopefully Oh, that's right. I did already make an account. And Lego yelled at me, which they're not going to yell at me when I join the Lego Ambassador Network. They're going to let me use. They're going to let me use the Lego name. I promise you. So let me do this off screen. So just in case. Oh, I have to agree to the terms of service version 2.0. All right. I have some notifications. Oh, it's just all the blog updates. Okay. And I want to change my profile picture. So I'll put up the next one because we've basically talked about it's pretty I don't know, it's like you said, it's controversial just a little bit.
It is.
But it's really good.
But again, like as we scroll to the next one, I want to end on a higher note and say that was very creative.
We need to talk about the price real quick.
Yeah.
Almost basically 3,000 pieces, 7 figs and a dog. That screams like $350 at least. It's got to be $350 at least. The other one was $220, $230.
Yeah. I would say closer to the 300 mark.
Oh, that's bad. I can't put that on screen. I don't think there's anything in there I'm definitely no, I shouldn't even joke about that. I'm not gonna joke about being on my personal laptop because I'm on my personal laptop right now. All right, next one up. This one's cool, and it is a staff pick, and it has almost 2 years left in its life.
The interesting thing about this one to me is I did not come across this one just now. I didn't come across it by the scrolling through the Lego Ideas page. I actually saw an article in this one because I'm actually an avid camper and I enjoy the outdoors. And I saw this come across on a completely unrelated news article for outdoors. And I was like, I would definitely buy that set. It's very creative. I like the photography element and the landscape portion of it. Those are my initial first thoughts. I haven't seen any further photos.
Well, let's take a look at those further photos. Once again, this is by Lobster Thermidor, part of the 10K Club member. It's at 9,519 supporters with 702 days left. And it has 4 official Lego comments. That is more than most. Let's take a look through some of these photos. Like a render. And is that car from a Lampoon's Family Vacation?
I was gonna say something of that effect. That's it looks like your standard National Lampoon's Vacation vehicle.
That's funny. That's awesome. Okay,
I'm trying to see what he's got in his photography kit here. Looks like we've got a map from the Lego Adventures, I think. Got a magnifying glass. We've got a cape as the
Let's see.
light block for the camera.
Oh,
Camera's got
nice.
some good design. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Oh, dude, they've got fingerprints because it's totally real. Actually, am I being tricked out? They probably just did a really, really good render, because I know there is an option to do smudges and speckles and stuff
That's
in
impressive.
in what's it called, in Bricklink Studio 2.0. When
Okay.
you render an image, you can actually just say, yeah. Holy smokes. Actually, fun fact, I joined Lego Ideas 3 years ago. Totally forgot about that. I think it was because I thought that's how you joined LAN. So when I
I
was thinking about joining LAN, I was like, yeah, let's make a Lego
eh,
Ideas, because that's how I get
I
into
was
LAN.
I was about to ask, have you been involved in the voting process longer than I thought?
I've been involved in the voting process longer than I thought.
So what are your thoughts on this minifigure? It looks like they're using a Johnny Thunder hat.
Oh, you are
I
further along than I, or you know more than I.
I'm pretty sure that's a Johnny Thunder hat from Lego Adventures from the late 90s and early 2000s. Unless I could be mistaken, someone out there correct me if they I don't think they've used this particular hat in any other sets other than the Adventures Johnny Thunder sets. I don't know
Okay.
where that face is coming from, the face or the rest of the outfit here. It could be could be from nothing. It could just be designed that way.
Yeah, someone in the chat. Oh, I know. I know. I'm
Yeah, that
just
is a
scrolling
Johnny
through
Thunder
my
hat.
I'm scrolling through my profile. This is why I created my Lego Ideas. Which YouTuber pushed us to get the Jar Jar Brickheads? Someone in the chat. Do you remember? So it was, instead of the Ahsoka Brickheads, M&R Productions wanted everyone to do a Jar Jar Brickheads, just as like a total meme type thing.
Did
And so I
Did he have an
created this
investment?
component.
Did he have an investment in the Jar Jar theme or
No,
something?
he's just like, why have we not gotten the Jar Jar Brickheads? He's like, he is an iconic Star Wars, and like this is gonna be the, I don't know if it was like number 100 or something. I have the Ahsoka one somewhere. It's buried. It's buried in Lego. But brick by brick, there's 7 people here. Well, I'm one of them because I'm on my phone. Yeah, someone else, other people need to talk. We need more
Brick by brick is
more
carrying
engagement.
the chat.
Come on, everyone. Oh, number 150. Anyways, we're getting way off track, but that's okay. So yeah, does anyone know where this minifig, this head, comes from?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't speculate. I can't think. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. But
Like, yeah,
if I had to guess, where this came from, I would say Western. Good point. It could be the Jurassic. It could be the Jurassic World face.
but who? Just some random old guy? Alan Grant?
Alan, it would be if it was from Jurassic World, it would be Alan Grant. But I could see this. It's very fitting for the wildlife photographer slash Western gold panner.
Let's see. I'm not finding anything, but I could do a brick link search. I'll go to the next pick. I guess it's side profile view, which looks great. I'm searching head, gray beard, head, beard, white.
As far as this, just to kind of get back into
Mhm.
the set itself, this would look this would be a good set to have on the display of your desk or
Absolutely.
on a shelf. It's very simple. There's not. It's you've got the vehicle, you've got the photographer, and you have a little bit of nature, and that's just it. Just a small little landscape here. Uh, it's not going to take up too much room. It's well put together.
Let's see. So like you said, I don't think it's an actual head. But there are a number of heads that they could use.
Fair.
So they could use, like that one. They could use that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I can't speak to how Bricklink render what they have available to those who are trying to render their sets. If it's official Lego heads that you can put in there, or if you can design your own.
Okay, this is actually a great breakout. We've got the different components. And we've got the base plate, which is reminiscent of the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader build out, just very, very slightly. That's just kind of the first thing that came to mind. But that tree, that is a really nice tree, I must say. And it's that piece over and over again with these little branches, but it looks so good. I've never seen a tree look that good.
Yeah, that was another thing I was going to point out is they put a little bit of an extra thought into that tree. It's simple, but it looks good.
And like you said, that cape on the picture. Welcome back, Squid Man. Plumber, I do love that camera too. It looks really good. It's looking at the pieces. I know what I don't know. I wish I knew the names, but this piece is fairly common. I mean, it's fairly common pieces. I wonder if that string is, they have to make that string, of course.
Those leg pieces are used a lot, actually, as just joints, and you probably don't even think about it. You have pieces, and you're just like using them as to attach things together. It's a creative use of them here. They're using them to attach to that wheel piece. This is pretty creative.
And this, do you know what this is?
I've been looking at that for a few minutes. I'm not certain. Maybe someone in the chat can tell us what that is.
Looks great. Yeah, no, it looks great for sure. Even this vehicle with the double decker, it's it's looking great. GRP F64. I wonder what that means. Group F64. That's gotta be a reference to a movie.
It could be. I haven't looked that deep into that. I'm looking here at the vehicle itself. To kind of go ahead.
So Group F64 is a group founded by 20th century San Francisco Bay Area photographers who shared a common photography style by sharply focusing in careful framed images seen through a particular Western viewpoint. I wonder if that's what they're trying to reference.
That makes sense with what they've got going on with the minifigure, with the setting, and with it because this. Take the photography away from this. If this set didn't say photography in the title, you could still say this is a great design. You've got the landscape, you've got the vehicle, you've got the minifigure. Great. This is a great nature set. But the fact that they are directly trying to reference something in photography, that makes sense now that I understand what that license plate's for.
Thank you so much, Plumber 214. Lego 4x brick. Or 4x brick modified 2x2 by 2/3 ribbed grill wavy black 71752 new. Or new is the.
There awesome. You go. See, I knew someone out there would be able to do the research and tell us in the chat. You can always count on that.
So asking if it's a sequel to set 5969.
Wait.
Oh my goodness. Is it a sequel to? I'm trying to find
Let's see it.
I'm trying to pull up the right one. Open image, a new tab. Come on, let me do that. It is probably a sequel to this set.
Oh, I don't know how I didn't see that.
Dude, genius. Like, this is why we need you all here. Have to see these things that we don't see. It would make sense that either the alien, he escaped the police and then transmogrified into this old man, and he just wanted to go on a nice little camping trip and take some photos. Like, can you blame the man? I cannot.
No.
Now, the one thing, if they are going to keep it the photography, that might be the something that kind of holds this thing back, because I think while it is cool, I feel like you're cutting out a handful of people, a chunk of people who aren't really into photography
I
in
Sure.
this respect.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, like if you take the photography element out of this, this really appeals to the diorama
Hmm.
crowd who just want something small to display on their desk or shelf. And the low profile speaks a lot.
And it has that really thin base, which looks great. I could even see them making it more of a. When I first saw it pop up, I was thinking like Bob Ross, so maybe like a painter, which we already do have some painting sets, or one painting set. Starry Night.
We actually have another one coming.
Oh, I was not aware.
I'm pretty certain we have another one coming. Lego.
Is it the Hakusai? Or is it a dots one or the Tales of Space Age? I guess it's not really painting in the same respect.
We we have the Tales of the Space Age. We
The Hokusai Great Wave, is that the one you're thinking of?
I believe that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. And that is a icons question mark? No, it's art.
That's art, yeah.
It's pure art, everyone. It's art. And it's already out. We're behind. Regardless, this set has a lot of time to get a lot of support, and I think it's going to get it.
Yeah, I think so as well. They with this being a render, they've got the challenge of obviously the peer review challenge of being able to show this set taken apart and put back together. They've got a little bit of a challenge ahead of them there, but this is good presentation.
It's been public knowledge for months, brother. But how can it be a render? There's fingerprints.
Very, very obvious fingerprints, yes.
I want to know whose fingers have been on this render. Man, you did a full-on animation.
That might be the strongest point of this set so far. Might be the presentation. And
It is a staff pick.
Yeah,
and that would be why.
That's certainly why it got the staff pick. It might not have the votes, but it's got it's got that.
This is someone in the Discord was saying that they accidentally added scratches, too many scratches, like the slider too high on the scratches on the render, and
honestly,
it took 30 minutes.
If it wasn't for the scratches and the fingerprint, it might not have been so easy to spot the render here.
Brick by brick with the, once again, Debbie Downer does not think this is going to get approved. I would like to know why.
Well,
I agree. Faceless Squirrel was a little scary.
Obviously Lego can't produce every single set that comes into Lego Ideas, even not all of those that make it to 10,000. So that the scrutiny on the 10,000 sets is it's a lot. So you definitely got to put in a lot of work there.
That's funny. This is funny. Congratulations on 5,000 supporters. You've earned an extra 182 days before you get cut off.
But I believe the set will make it to the staff review. I can't speak. As far as the scrutiny of the review team, how they'll get through that.
So more information from Brick by Brick. They approved like 2 sets of wave. Something has to be true. I guess they just
Yeah,
approved 2, which, man, we could talk about that for a little bit. The cat. Have you seen these already,
I have.
Bricotomy? The cat. I'm like, what? And then the Jaws one is cool. It's cool.
There's personally, as far there's probably a lot more that goes into this than you or I might just think. Oh, it's a cool set. It looks good. It would look good on display. I buy it. There's probably a lot more that goes on behind the scenes for that review team. Practicality. Predictions of the market, and what else they've also got going on right now. And so for some reason, the stars aligned perfectly for the cat bust to be the perfect one to make it all the way through. Which, in my opinion, there were some pretty good ones out there that I personally would have rather have seen hit the shelf. But
Bionicle head.
we've got the cat. We've got the cat.
Is it even? They probably already expunged it from here. I'm just trying
Which
to
one?
search the cat one. Oh man, I should support that one. Heck yeah.
Do it.
I'm trying to find the. Maybe they've gotten rid of all the other ones that have been in that wave. Which is that? Is that what they do? Like once you've been in a wave that's of 30 or whatever that's selected, if you lose, you're out. Like you can't be back in. Do you know?
I don't know if
Oh,
that disqualifies you for any reason. That would seem.
project phase.
I wouldn't think so. No, because
approved.
especially for those who've been in the 10K club for a while, that would be very unfortunate.
Oh, I didn't know that Lego insects. Interesting.
Yeah, there's the cat. Now, I mean, this is I'm not. This is a good set. If you had asked me when this was still in the Lego Ideas review phase, or even just the voting phase, I probably would not have expected this to make it to the shelf. But here we are. So again,
Here
that
we
just
are.
it tells me that there's something going on behind the scenes. Once it makes it past 10,000 to the review, there's something going on behind the scenes that's more than just what you see.
I have not seen that. We can look at it real quick. You said it's in the probably not approved? Or can I just select all? Oh, yes, this one. I want this one. 10,000 supporters and not approved because Lego doesn't want to do that.
Yeah,
5
that's
stars, 5
that's
stars, 5
unfortunate.
stars. So that means it's out, right? Well, okay.
Yes.
That was in 2012. So yeah, it's
Yes.
definitely out.
I don't know if they would actually. You could look at the comments and see if Lego said something specific about it, but it's easy. It's easier to get 10,000 votes than it is to get it actually pushed through for that one. There's a lot of Star Wars fans.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Apparently, got to search it again. Come on. That was from 2012. All right. I recently 10K achieved. I am not seeing. I mean, I saw this one. I don't. Oh, 10. Oh, it's in review. No, they just did BTS. Why are you doing this to me?
Again, no, to speak behind the scenes, part of that it's in review, but part of that's got to be, okay, our people got to talk to Lego, our people got to talk to One Direction's people, and there would obviously be some sort of, I'm not sure how they would work that out because they just did what'd you say, they did the BTS one.
Yes, that one just went in sale either earlier this year or late last year. I guess who would they need to? Would they talk to for this set? Would they have to talk to Their agents, because they're not a thing anymore. So I don't. Who owns One Direction? I don't know.
And whatever the record company that owns the rights
I
to
guess, yeah.
specifically What Makes You Beautiful, because that's right there in the title.
But they don't. They don't own the right. Like they're not playing a song with this set. I'm thinking way too deep than we need to think. But
I
it's
mean,
still.
it's a yeah, objectively, it's a beach set, but they've cemented it as a One Direction.
So I
What
think
makes you beautiful?
whoever owns One Direction
Yeah,
needs to, which is probably the record label, needs to sign off on this because um, from from a music perspective, like what makes you beautiful, that's that title. I don't think they own that title because they didn't even write the song.
good point.
It's a song from the 50s or 40s.
Good point. I again, but my point is, as far as Lego's concerned, that's just another thing they have to go through as part of the review process to get this potentially to the shelf, and that's something else that they would consider. So I would think personally, a set like this or the BTS one, the review process is a little more complicated for them in that regard.
Mans needs to put on some pants. That's all I got to say. Okay, so who's who? Obviously, Harry.
Oh, I couldn't.
Harry's
I
in
have
the
no
middle.
idea.
We've got Harry. That's got to be Zayn. That's got to be Niall. And these two, Lewis, and Liam. They
You
both
already
look
know more
bland.
than me as far as the band members go. I couldn't have named those ones you've named off so far. So
uh, yes, Squidman. It is a song from like the 50s. It is not original to One Direction. I don't even know if they wrote a single. They may have wrote a couple songs, but most of their songs they did not write. I think definitely on that first album. Maybe I'm just. I shouldn't say. I should say I know for a fact they did not write "What Makes You Beautiful." I'll just say that. I remember looking it up in like 2012. Okay, let's go talk. We can go talk about something a little more my speed. I like Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham.
This searching thing is just weird. I feel like it should pop up right away because none of these are named that at all.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to find it from outside of Lego ideas because
I am
that
as
seems to be
well.
easier.
That hasn't crossed my path yet. It could be. It might not be an actual submission. It could be a concept from somewhere else.
Do I need to select all of these? No, you monster! Did I really just get punked? I think I just got punked. You guys can't.
Gotta happen.
I'm
It's gotta happen sometime.
wasting precious time. I did. I searched Bo Burnham. And I got multi-role icebreaker Botnica. I assume the BO is triggering it. What if I do this? Do they do the Boolean searches? Yes, they do, and it's not in there.
Although this is taking us into the
Unrebrickable. That's not a rebrickable is different. Is this it?
I
Is this
think
what they're
so.
trying
That's
to?
well. We can certainly take a look at this.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's
Assuming that
kind of
everything
it's
is going to
pretty
get
abstract.
colored. Yeah.
It's right now it's pretty abstract. Small diorama, obviously.
Oh, it's by. That's the AWM in chat. I just crapped on your bill, your mod.
Here I am talking about how it's a nice diorama.
And then I'm crapping on it. There you go. I got punked and I repunked. Yeah, I saw who made it. I
I like.
And
Are those headphones? Is that a pair of headphones I see on the ground there?
yeah, let me
AWS, is that a pair of headphones underneath the piano or keyboard there?
AWM.
AWM. My apologies.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's neat.
Looks like it. We're getting way off topic. And that guitar, there's no actual Lego guitar, is it? I like the microphone. That's cool. And the lights. Oh snap. Let me find it. Let me find it on the Saw bathroom. Oh, I saw this one. These
Hey,
are all
that's
movie
unique though.
references.
Yeah. Okay. Now this makes more sense. All these sets are abstract like this. So this is just the thing. It makes more sense.
I told him I work. That's where I work. But it's from I don't know if Severance is a horror movie or what, or just a movie. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. I assume
What's the title of that one?
if he wanted to take them further, that they would get minifigs. American Psycho.
Okay. Oh
I
yeah.
imagine that's the idea.
Yeah.
That they would
I can
get
see
figures.
the decanter. Is that a whiskey decanter? That's pretty creative.
And then the movies and the stuff
Yep.
on
That's creative.
the big. I think it's is there a big TV there? Yeah,
Yes.
it must be.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then everything, and then the
You
newspaper
just
on
gotta
the ground.
you gotta rearrange this. Put Christian Bale behind the couch.
Get a little wider base on it. All right, let me find his Instagram. I don't remember. I know you followed me. Maybe I should just look at my recent follows. Ba-bum. I'll find it. I will find it. Squidman AWM Gallery. Oh, there it is. There. Yeah. Okay. Now it's
AWM's
bumping.
getting a little nice little sponsorship here with us taking a close look.
His watch time on this video is more valuable than the coverage he's getting. There, let me give this a like.
I like that. That's actually pretty good looking.
How do I like this? There it is. No, that is sweet. That's more. Well, now we're punking you back.
Because now we're gonna take a real close look.
And now I can just go to Rebrickable and then turn this into a Lego idea set myself and take all the credit. Genius.
Behind Bo Burnham, there is that a. I could just be no to the other side. Is that an AC unit? What is that?
Yes. Yep. I saw it in the Rebrickable thing.
That's really creative.
Is that head? That head looks like it was custom. The hairpiece obviously is not. Do you have the wide? Yes. Yep. Because that AC unit was in the. I remember it specifically up in the top.
Gotcha.
So his face AWM. Okay, no, the head is from an existing set. Okay. Nice. AC units all around. No, yeah, that looks great. I'm sorry, Brick by Brick. I'm sorry. I'm deeply, deeply sorry.
Yeah, don't you know all the trivia?
Oh man, the more I talk to people, the more I realize that I don't know anything about Star Wars or anything about Lego, like the detailed stuff, like set numbers or I know some. No, I don't even know set numbers. Just like part numbers, part names, the name of this,
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
that all comes quickly.
Let's get back on target. Back on target. It's from a TV show, The
It
Rose
is.
Apothecary. Very popular TV show. And I think this might be our first or one of our first non 10K club members. At almost just shy of 9,500 supporters. I
So
have not seen
let's.
this TV show. I don't know if have you seen the TV show? I've heard
I
it's
I
funny.
have not. However, it is on my list. I have not got around to it, but it's. I know the popularity of the show,
Mhm.
and I could see this one having potential.
I agree. I think there's also potential for this. And
Let's take
Andy
a
is in
look.
the house. Thank you, Andy. And AWM, yes, you are.
Look,
This is free.
the
Actually, no, it's
exterior.
costing you your time. I know you're trying to stay on target. Okay. Now let's get
The
into it.
exterior looks pretty good. Again, this is coming from someone who has not seen the show, so I can't speak to the accuracy of how this building looks compared to whatever the set looked like, the television set looked like on the show. But this outside structure looks good. I like the brick. I like the design of the brick used here. I think there's just looking at the exterior, there's a good amount of detail here.
That's a really good point, Andy. I think just the connotations, like as you can tell, I haven't said it yet and probably won't say it just because I don't want to. And I think just the connotations of that, like a lot of people say, I want Breaking Bad Lego sets, and they will never make a Breaking Bad Lego set.
Lego doesn't take risks like that,
I can't blame
to
them
my
because I
knowledge,
would
and
probably
no,
do the same.
because it would be talked about. It would be talked about a lot, and I don't think that's something they want to happen. They do TV show themed sets a lot, but I don't see them ever doing they don't do a lot of controversial things,
Mm-hmm.
to my knowledge.
Yeah, and if someone in the comments that has more, now I guess, well, just thinking the only semi-controversial, I guess, set that they could be is Queer Eye, but I mean, just in today's culture, like that's
Yeah, and there was
it's not
no
really, yeah,
there was no buzz around that.
no,
That went onto the shelves and went into circulation without any problem.
yeah,
So
and that's like the closest thing I could think of, like that
yeah,
people could be up in arms about, but like you said, no one was. And once again, I don't think anyone would be up in arms about this set, but I think just Lego would probably shy away from it. From
again,
that,
yeah, their PR team would we want to go above and beyond and not even they wouldn't even want it to be a story.
yeah,
But the movie, looking at the interior of this, I guess this is, again, I've said this already. I haven't seen the show, so I don't know. What is this, a restaurant or a coffee shop of
I
some
mean,
sort,
it's
or
the
some sort of shop?
apothecary. Yeah, I don't even know
Okay,
what the apothecary is. I don't know if they're mixing things or if I know the whole premise. Do you know the premise of the show? It's something like they all lost. They're super wealthy and they all lost all of their money, and
okay,
now they have to live like normal people, and they just have no idea how to live.
okay. So they've opened some sort of apothecary shop. Okay, makes
Potentially, I
sense.
think that might be what it is. Well, I'm
There's,
just,
I mean, as looking at this objectively as a Lego set now, I mean, there's a lot of detail on the inside. If as if this was just any other, if it wasn't themed like a TV show, if this was just shop interior, there's enough detail here for me to say it looks good. There's plenty uh, of items for item variety that they've put
yeah,
thought into to put on these shelves. to where I would
There's
say this is definitely creative.
there is also no chance on this green earth that Lego, if they took this set, would release all of these different
No,
pieces.
no. It
That's
would
kind of
be
funny. It would be like
on
one on this shelf, skip this shelf, one on
that
that
or on the
shelf.
low end, it would be a sticker. That would be if they went really cheap, but
True, true. All right, here we go. We get some understanding. It's the potion mixing store where the main cast purchase and pour the potions into the magic. Is the seal's made up? This feels made. I don't believe that. Into the Magic Creek and get Gemini stones to sell on the black mark. Interesting. I don't know if I believe that, but
if that's real, that's a great premise.
that is the information we have right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks great. Just yeah,
So, do you see this making it to
I don't. I
to?
just don't see it.
Are you saying to making it to shelves or making it to the review phase through the Lego peers?
I think it might make it to review stage just by default
Mm,
because it has a lot of supporters, but I don't think that it's not going to get anywhere. Do they have the
yeah.
piece count?
But again, not to underplay the creativity of the submitter.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it was a fantastic job of putting this together. Whether it's a render or whether this is an actual mock that they built, I have to hand it to them for creativity.
Exactly. And I don't know if you've tried making anything in the Bricklink Studio render program.
I have.
I'm sure once you get used to it, it's kind of a breeze, but man, like
Mm.
starting from scratch,
The
it is.
hardest part, to me, the hardest part was finding the pieces because it's very specific. You have to know your piece names. You can't just generalize. Oh, I want rounded Lego
Yeah.
piece. No, you gotta know your piece numbers or your piece names. That's
Mhm.
the hardest. That was the biggest challenge when I was trying to build a mock in there.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Once again, another Disney IP. I don't think they would have any problem getting this one
But
as far as the
what?
IP goes. Do you think?
No, but what else do you see here with something we've talked about
A
at the near the beginning?
modular,
Yeah,
another
we're
modular.
back to modular again, which is to be fair, is hard to avoid when you're doing a set of this style. You're making a building, like you got to be real
Mhm.
careful to like it's almost difficult to not make a modular in that sense. But that's what you have here, although
Okay, Brick by Brick is claiming it's not a modular. I would
it
imagine you're
looks
going to claim that because the back.
it looks close to a modular.
So is that,
Now,
are you saying because it has a back, um, the open is back, that it's not an actual modular? Is that the differentiation? Because yeah, I mean, if that's a differentiation, I could see that being the case, just because
yeah,
like you
again,
can't put this up next to your
yeah,
other sets.
I personally haven't purchased a modular, so I'm going completely objectively off of what I've seen, uh, on what I've seen. So I'm sure there is a modular expert out there who could just correct us all day long on
I
this.
think that's Brick by
Yeah,
Brick. That's
yeah,
the.
it could be brick by brick. He's our guy for that.
It's not on base plates. It's not enclosed. It doesn't have Technic pins to connect to others. Okay, so there we go. That's our answer. But if you're us and you're just a normal person, you would think this is a modular.
Yeah,
But I guess to Lego's gonna judge it based on is it a modular or not. So for that reason,
or again, when they're reviewing it, could the general consumer associate this with modulars, causing their modular line to to be not as distinctive?
mhm.
And again, like it was mentioned, this is the licensed set, so
Okay. I mean, isn't the Sanctum also modular? Ooh, AWM with the slapback.
mm, the
Does it have the
Sanctum.
pins? Does it have the pins?
Let's do a
So yes, it is licensed, but it's Disney, and of course, Lego works with Disney a lot. So I don't know if that would be a huge problem. I personally don't think it would be a huge problem. Chimney sweep, classic.
Yeah,
The
good
bathtub,
minifigures. Okay, minifigures.
that would be interesting.
You've got the cannon. I can't tell if it's one of those that looks pretty rendered. That's something about that cannon doesn't look like the Lego cannons I've seen previously. Or I can't tell if it's the one that fires
Let me
the.
go back to that cannon. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't look like it's just a Technic piece
Yeah,
slapped onto a pin.
which it would have been better to put the actual Lego cannon there because they have that piece.
What else? I like how it hits the full street, which is nice. It would look great on a shelf, and well, you wouldn't mix up the order of the houses because that's just the order. And I liked how they were able to cram a lot of, I say cram, put a lot of the different scenes from the movie. Like you
Mm.
got spoonful of sugar. You got the scene at the end where they sign up, where they give them the money. Chimney sweep scene. There's a spoonful of sugar. Do they have the singing robin? That's what I want to know. I don't think they do.
I'm looking through the photos now. I
And
don't
here's all
see
of
it.
our minifigs.
Yeah, I'm looking at the minifigs as well.
All right, I need to catch up in chat. I'm losing it. Squidman says for 10 points CPA, can you name the module that includes an unprinted dome piece that is used for Chopper in the Star Wars Rebel sets? No, I cannot. 100% can not. And AWM says it does have pins and base plates. So by bricks definition, it is a modular.
Interesting. Interesting turn of events there.
Causing confusion with modulars for the general consumer is likely the last reason that this would not get approved. And I would agree with that.
Yeah.
They
Like I was
don't
saying,
judge licensed
I think
sets.
they really want to keep that. I think they really want to keep that separate.
It's unlicensed modulars that they won't do through ideas because it's too similar to their own modulars.
Yep. Yeah.
It's unlicensed modulars.
So
that they
this
won't
would
do.
actually have more hope then in that case. If it was if we're correct and it's actually a modular.
Andy with the ultimate. Jeff, brick by brick, I want to make you a modular by detaching your head from your body and putting pins in your feet. As long as you put him on a base plate, he is a modular. A licensed modular through ideas is way more possible than an unlicensed one. An unlicensed ideas modular will never happen. Interesting. That's a good point. I don't think they would make this set due to the spoonful of sugar scene encouraging young children to take pharmaceuticals. Or they would because they're part of the conspiracy.
So what do you
Oh,
think?
yeah. I think it's got a good chance. Andy, we're both talking out of our butt right now. So that's what this whole thing is. That's what YouTube is. The pins need to be correctly spaced. Daily Bugle moment. You didn't purchase the Daily Bugle?
I did not. No.
Is that one retired already? I don't even know. Squidman with the ideas A-frame cabin is literally a modular. Actually, I don't think it's a modular. Well, you have this A-frame, but you have it in box, right?
Yes.
They made an unlicensed modular. Would you consider that one a modular?
The A-frame?
Yeah.
No, because it doesn't. I don't think it has any potential to connect to any other set, or it would. I don't think it would even really fit well because it's at a cabin out into assumingly out in nature by itself. I don't think you would modular that with anything.
Modulate. Modulify. I would probably agree with that sentiment. Hey, we're back in brick by bricks good graces. Also, man, today's been a good day for subs. I'm up to 360. Trying to hit that 500 mark. It's going to be great. One day. All right, I'm going to close my blinds so people can't peer in and see what I'm doing. That would be embarrassing. Okay. So I think this has huge potential. I think it's going to get there. I really do.
When you say get there, are you saying to the shelf?
I think it'll get to the shelf.
I don't know if I agree, but
It'll get
I
into the final. It'll get to the finals.
I can see it. I can certainly see it getting to the review, but I think Lego might put a little bit more scrutiny into these minifigures. I think there's not. I mean, maybe not just that alone. I
Also,
think.
when is the 60th anniversary?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
Does anyone in chat know? 1964. So 2024 is what they're going for. So there's no way on earth it's going to take that. There's no way. What? This same set got to 10K and was rejected?
Interesting.
Man, this is why we need you all. Also, yeah, just mentioned someone peeked in and saw you talking about Lego Idea Set. That I would fear for my life, for my livelihood. And yet, Andy, that would be great. I would love to keep the current trajectory, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yes, thank you, Andy. The Office got to like 10K, or got to 10K like 4 times before it was accepted. Interesting. Oh geez, that's I don't think Lego would approve of an Oppenheimer operational atomic bomb.
Yeah, talk about controversial topic. I just certainly that's funny, a funny thought, but no.
Yeah. Do they have a piece count? They do not have a piece count. Man, I feel like that's just a given. Put the piece count in there. Yeah, that's probably fair. But I feel like it would sell a lot more if Lego would say anniversary. But all right. Man, can you believe we've only gotten through 6 sets in an hour and a half?
I like
I
you
love
said at the
it.
beginning, this could go on
Great.
for a long time. There's a lot of good sets and a lot of things to talk about them.
Well, you let me know when you're ready to give up because I've probably got at least another hour and a half. We're rolling pretty smoothly right now, so I'd hate to break that up. It's
Keep
cool that they
going.
put a GIF here. It's nice. So this is Marine Life 2. It was started April 5th, 2022. It's been over a year, and they've got almost a year left to gain support. It kind of it gives me the ship in a bottle vibe.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna stream all night. That's the plan.
Yeah, that wasn't my first thought when I saw it, but now that you mentioned that, it does kind of it looks like it's using some of those same pieces. If I'm also, it's
great,
kind
yeah.
of like it's kind of oh did you see Lego recently posted their whole terrarium?
Who did?
Lego did their whole terrarium. The sets in the terrariums. This kind of reminds me of that.
I saw those. Oh yeah. They weren't officially released like that, but they kind of mocked it like that, right?
Yeah, it wasn't any like official set or anything. It was just something they posted as an idea for
Yeah.
display, if I understood it correctly.
And brick by brick, I did see that because I did make it a. I made it a. It was part of my weekly investment update yesterday. So yes. Yes, I did. Okay. Do we have a piece count? I want a piece count. Oh, we didn't even talk about price on the Mary Poppins set. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't even know the piece count, but
I'll defer to you for that since since you think it's gonna make it to shelf and you're potentially the one spending money on it.
very, very potentially. The potential is very low. I don't know, 170, depending on how many pieces. 150. If it's as big as I think it is, I mean, I think it's going to be like a foot tall. Each of those panels to me looks like it's
Yep, with all three of those, if half buildings, I'd say 250, 50, maybe 300.
I always like to keep my ruler around, but I think I tossed it to the side when I was reshuffling my desk. But yeah, 150 to 170 shouldn't be more than 200. Andy thinks it's going to be, well, Brick by Brick thinks 250 to 300. That is true. It does have a Lego ton of minifigures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which Star Wars did release Yavin 4 with 12 minifigs, but granted, that was not the most robust set.
Correct.
Andy thinks it's going to be 240. Maybe. How about 170 to $300? Is that a big enough window?
With that many minifigures?
None of them have arm printing. None of them have dual molded legs, assuming these aren't dual molded. So I mean, there's a lot of reuse that could go on here, which could save. Like, I mean, this is to my knowledge unique. That hat looks pretty unique. That headpiece would have to be unique.
Something, I don't know, something about the minifigures, it seems like there could be more detail to me. It might just be, especially Mary Poppins herself.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be more than the whole set is at least. It's got to be more than $4. I think that makes the most sense.
I certainly think so.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper though. You think they would release these all in one, or 3 separate sets?
I think that would pose a lot of problems with this being an idea set. If just say it's made it through the review, then what is the creator making money off of 3 different sets?
That's true.
As opposed to one. I think that would. I think it would pose some problems.
Once again, no piece count. Oh no, 1187 pieces. So I'm thinking like, because there are a lot of small pieces. I'm thinking like $100 even, or 89.99, 99.99. Guys, I'm just spitting out ideas here. Don't crucify me. Don't crucify me. Don't crucify me. $80. Yeah, I think that's fair. Depending on if those clear pieces are already in existence. I'm wondering if they would have a little unique challenge with those. Let's see. We've got 3 comments from Lego. Do we have any statistics? Okay. Expert review. And this is going to be fascinating. I'm kind of excited that I will be able to be a part of the sets going for like the next round. Because once they're chosen, or once they hit 10K, they go into special review, and then once they go next, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you lose the ability to interact with them once they hit 10K.
Okay. So I want to, because I never gave a proper look at that Bionicle one. There it is.
And Andy, I think those 3 comments are auto-generated comments, just congratulating them on their milestones.
Yes, yes. And I can, maybe not necessarily auto-generated, but yeah, it's like, congrats 100s. Congrats 1,000. Congrats 5,000. I think it's when you start getting like 5, 6 comments is when it's a little more involved. But this one, it was a staff pick. It hit 10,000 supporters, of course. Unfortunately, did not make it because We would never dream of taking that away from them. Because I've gotten a grand total. I mean, it's funny. They've only gotten 3 more comments from Lego than I have. That's really not that much. So there's that.
Yeah.
My favorite Bionicle is not Toatahu Tennis Topper, but I like that name. I like where your head's at. Probably, I mean, it was always the green, so Toa Lewa. But he didn't always look the coolest. I'll be honest.
So I'm going to have to defer to you entirely on this, as I am not very well versed in the Bionicle theme.
I mean, this would be a cool desktop. It's kind of a shame because the head, the head is supposed to be Matanui, who is basically the god of the Bionicle universe. And this will be a 9 inches tall, 597. Honestly, they probably would not make much money off this set, which is why I'm wondering if which I know it was a fan vote, but I'm sure they had some influence over. But practically, this head is probably the most ugly piece in Bionicle. So I can see why people would see it and be like, what on earth? Why would you want that? Because it looks, well, it's iconic to those of us that are Lego or Bionicle fans. It's kind of lame. I don't know how, not as a Bionicle fan, what does this invoke out of you? Like nothing?
I mean, this looks like a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, I have no connection to Bionicle personally. Like I never really bought or collected them, so to me, this is just kind of a mask. There's not a lot of detail here.
So yeah, so this is, which I know the color is a little off, but so that's a mask, and then underneath is their head, and so that's their head. So you can see on screen. So even the red is kind of like the brains, which is a cool part, but just the mask is kind of I know it's kind of freaky.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a skull basically. And then when you put the mask on, the mask is really where the secret sauce is. Not really a secret, but like that is cool.
That looks better to me. I like that.
And then they could have just done Toatahu or Toamatahu Mata, which is the first gen, which is the mask you see on the ground. Just it would be in red. So if they would have made that, maybe it would have had a better chance. But then getting those curves right and everything,
yeah,
pretty tough. If that's a thing, I'm so going.
Are you going to Bionicon? How far would you travel for Bionicon there, Lego CPA?
Years. I would travel years. I have to denominate it in time, because that's how far I would go. Back to this one. I mean, it's interesting. I think it would have a very wide audience. Do you think the audience is wider than maybe say like a Mary Poppins set?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because this is decorative. Anyone could be a fan of fish, or even just. Can you? Is there any more information about? Is this battery powered, or is there something you turn some gear to make the?
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
So I mean, that would say a lot.
We have to read here. It doesn't look like it. Maybe there's some answers in the comments.
Animals move. Okay.
I don't know if I can search the comments. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like it.
Well, it's still even. Let's just say they didn't move, like they do. That's still pretty. It's still pretty creative as just a display piece.
Really, being motorized would add about 100 or more bucks to it. It seems like pretty steep. I guess if you had three separate motors, okay,
Yeah,
I could see it up.
Yeah, especially all three of these together, all three motorized. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I would say so.
But now, if you could just put a little gear in the back and spin it, I think
Mhm.
that'd be a little cooler. I mean, kind of lame for a desk ornament if you had to hand crank
Yeah.
it. But or some sort of solar powered thing. One of my coworkers in his office, he has one of those solar powered or light powered things where it like just always spins.
Okay.
It's very annoying because if he ever watches this, he'll never watch this, but it clicks all the time. Granted, I'm never in his office, so it doesn't really matter. But anytime it moves, it goes.
Oh, you're talking about like those? Is it one of those things like you put on your dash? It's like a little plant that could like bob
Similar,
around.
like
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Newton's zero inertia or full inertia thing,
Okay. I got you.
like where it's supposed to be where the inertia of the thing itself keeps it going forever. All right, on to the next one. Now this one's fun.
Chameleon.
It's staff pick. This is fun. I think this one's
Which
fun.
again just shows good presentation, which is I would say is obviously good because they staff picked it.
$30. I would put this at around $30. Maybe they could slim it down to $19.99, and I think it would sell like hotcakes. I would probably buy one.
Yeah, I would too.
For 20, even 25. Do it at $25 because there's enough small enough pieces like in his tail.
It's simple. It's simple. It's something small.
For this. Yeah, I'll do a little.
Yeah,
vote.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was in like a grab bag or anything. But
building techniques. I mean, building techniques is about a 3. Details is, I'd say about a 3. Hopefully that's good. 35. If they release the set at $35, it's going to go on sale in about 6 months. Would you buy a set based on the hit movie Rango? I would not. Although maybe for Johnny Depp.
That was a pretty good movie. I would certainly buy.
It was
based on the movie Rango.
It was a rehash of Pirates of the Caribbean.
But it was
same actors as well.
Well, you can say that, but it was going off topic here. It was as an animated movie, it was a work of art, I would say. And if they had a Rango minifigure, oh yeah,
that would be pretty cool, honestly.
And
I think everyone would buy it. Once they would have to market, they would not necessarily market it, but make it known that it's a Johnny Depp minifigure, and everyone would buy it.
Yeah,
facts. And yes,
facts.
I think these pieces are long out of production. If I don't know the name of them, but those pieces are on the old. I know because I had them. I think it was one of the undersea sets where they had like the clapper arms on the undersea submarine, and those were the things that moved. They were a 3-prong thing and a 2-prong, and you had to stick them together.
That's the last time I remember. That was like seeing these pieces, and they were like yellow. They were yellow, and the claw piece was like blue. We could be thinking of different things, but yeah, that's the last time I remember seeing pieces like this used in a set. I could be completely wrong.
We were both. Oh no, you were. You are. We are both right. So they were. One of them was glow in the dark yellow. Yellow, orange, and black.
Yeah, I had 6165. I had set 6155.
Oh, that must have been because I know for a fact we had that piece growing up. I know for a fact. And then that little printed piece.
Yeah. Yep. I used to make spaceships out of these pieces. Although, a submersible is pretty cool.
They should release a submersible.
Oh yeah,
they actually do. They actually do have that one coming out or already out. No, I think it's coming out. And it looks really good, not gonna lie. Honestly, on Friday, I did release a vlog yesterday, and there were so many sets that I just, because I always have my Star Wars blinders on, I never see any other sets. And looking at the city sets, looking at the the lunar sets, looking at so many different sets, I was like, I would probably drop $400 right now, or I would buy every set on sale right now, and not even be like, these sets are awesome, kind of thing. Like Ninjago, I was so close to buying one of the Lego Ninjago sets. It gets me pumped up just thinking about it. So yeah, this does look like Pascal from Tangled, and they could mock it up like that if they wanted to.
Well, they're Tangled sets.
Yeah.
There's a little. I think Pascals are just a little tiny little figure right now.
Yeah.
So seeing that in a larger scale would be pretty cool.
Also a problem. This green would be awesome for the mock community. I think a bunch of people would probably buy this set simply for the mock, getting them in that green. I think that would be great, but yeah, probably not, because those ball joints are pretty. I think they use them in a lot of the little mech builds that they used to do a lot. They're phasing them out for that big elbow joint, I think. I'm sure they're still around. But I like this one. I think, how many is it? 9,100?
Yeah, I certainly would say I see this one making it to through the review, certainly. And I could see this one hitting the shelf.
I just supported it because I'm that kind of person. Get him, Jimmy DK.
Was that your first official? That was your first support? Wow.
That was my first set that I've ever supported to date.
That's got your blessing. It's going to hit shelf now.
Lego CPA, what do you think on making a sequel to set 2045 and putting it on ideas? Well, let me see what that is. I don't know if I want to know what that is. Oh, it's just a little. It is currently culturally important. It is the Grimace Mobile.
The Grimace car. When did this release?
Probably like, I don't know. It was in a Happy Meal.
Well, whoever owns this now is probably rejoicing at the renewed interest. Yeah.
Imagine owning that printed. Well, let's see. It's in stock. $3.99. Buy them all up. Come on, Squid Man. Interesting. Yeah, no, I think this is a great one. And Caleb B says, I would so buy a Pascal and other Disney side characters like Mushu or Stitch. Obviously, yes. That would be interesting if they had buildable figures. I think Stitch would probably do best out of those three. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it would be great. I think this one's cool. And it's cheap enough if they did 30, 25, 30. I think it would, it just is an easy buy. It's just an easy buy. It has my vote. This one does not have my vote.
The bookends, not your thing?
No. There already was a Stitch set that got. Yeah, no, the bookends do not have my vote. Oh, yes, I've seen this one on the Googles. Yeah, I mean, that's fun.
Yeah, that looks very well put together.
There's a couple of them. It's probably been recycled a couple times, is my guess. Legoholic. Yep, this one has been recycled at least once, and it did not get approved. Interesting. I know, it looks great. The bookends. This one will probably be pretty quick, just because and it was reviewed on Brick by Brick on his channel. He probably built or bought it from Rebrickable. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this. How many pieces? 1,000 pieces. So this would be. How are there 1,000 pieces in that?
A lot of small pieces. It looks like, obviously, but I would actually consider buying this if it hit the shelf. It's simple. It probably wouldn't be very expensive, I don't think, and it's just bookends. I mean, another Lego thing to put in my house. If I gotta have bookends, why would not Lego bookends, right?
I guess it would scratch the itch for the train people. There is a pretty dedicated group of train
Yeah.
people. I don't know. It's just it's just not for me, of course, but that doesn't mean it's not for a lot of people out there. I think it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
And then as far as like you said, as far as price, I just don't see it being.
Yeah,
How
it
much
probably
would
wouldn't
you
be
pay
very,
for that? 20.
yeah, 20, 35 maybe.
So they'd probably charge 40.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't see it. And now they could change up it does have kind of this rustic mossy feel to it, rural feel. So I could see them. And yes, that's also a problem. AWM brings up a good point. It wouldn't be as heavy as you want it to be. It's very true.
True. That's actually a very good point. I hadn't considered that till just now, especially if you got a lot of books.
It
It wouldn't.
honestly would just be for show,
Yeah, it would
realistically.
just be for show at that point, unless there was some real weight you put on this.
Okay. Well, that one was easy. We are now through 9.
I can review a 10th one.
Okay. Sweet.
This one. This gives me adventurers vibes. I don't know if anyone here has ever collected Lego Adventurers, but the first look it gives me either Indiana Jones or Adventurers vibes. Looking at it, and it's a diorama,
Yeah,
right?
it's got to be a diorama. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
And it looks like it has some uniqueness to it. Like the rear opens up. And
yeah, exactly. Pharaoh's Quest.
tomb, yep. Tomb. Two very these are some pop-in minifigs.
Where did that's the top of that staff looks very familiar. I just can't quite place
Oh,
it.
snap. What is that? I wonder, I think that's piece for piece from ancient Egypt.
Yeah. Yeah, in ancient Egypt, they unearthed battle droids, and they used their heads as the pharaoh's staff.
That's pretty funny. So we got the Heka and the Nekeka, royal power, the Wasp for dominion, and the Sekhem for authority. Interesting. Different. Those have to be relatively unique headpieces.
I'm pretty sure that headpiece is from Pharaoh's Quest, the adventure
This
set.
one?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I could have been used elsewhere as well, but
Okay, so you use it to open the different pieces and to get the key. Interesting. Then use the key to open the portal, which okay, so there's a lot of which I think Lego likes to do this with their dioramas sometimes, is to put some kind of secretness into their sets.
yeah,
So that kind of has it going for it. It's just it's bland. Like it's pretty bland to me. I don't know.
maybe if we had a little more going on the inside, but again, this is a diorama, so they do a little planer on those. How many pieces is this? What's the piece count here?
Yeah, I think that's important. 3,000 pieces, and it's 40 centimeters by 28 centimeters by 28, which I am American. I know inch, so I can't do that math.
3,000 pieces.
Yeah. 15 inches. 15 inches wide, so a little over a foot.
Small, so price wise, you think this would be like 35, 40 bucks?
Oh, I would say definitely more than that. 3,000 pieces. I would put this at least $200.
So you buy pieces rather than size. I mean, it's pretty.
Well, even
it's
size,
small.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean, 15 inches. That's as wide as the what's it called one? The Hogwarts one that just came out. 28.
So
And
so you
it's a
think?
foot.
So then you're thinking closer to what was it? What that's like 100? What's 100? Hogwarts diorama?
170.
170. I was off. So this one, you think this one would definitely be above the $150 mark?
At least. I would say at least. I know there's a lot of small pieces in there, but it's big. I mean, it's did they say how tall it was? They width, height, depth. I don't think they've said how tall it was. At least that's how I'm taking it 40 inches wide. No, it's 28 centimeters tall. So it's almost a foot tall. I mean, it's pretty big. It is pretty big.
Yeah. As far as an idea set, coming back to that, it's pretty simple. A lot of pieces.
Yeah, and
It's a cool design, but it's one color, two colors.
yeah, I don't see the uniqueness. It's at 8,900. I don't know. Honestly, I'm surprised it has that much, if I'm being just very honest. I'm kind of surprised it has that much already.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad set by any means. I think it's good looking.
Mm,
It reminds me of the Adventurers theme, so I think
yeah.
that's probably why it struck a chord with me a little bit. But whether or not this would make it through, I don't know.
Do you want to look at one? Oh, you
Yeah,
can't sort it by. I was going to sort it by least
well, you
supported.
can just go to the last page.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Oh no, see more. What on earth? Oh, you can't. I'd have to. Well, let's see how long it takes. Have to go through 2,000 sets. There's got to be a better way to do this. I guess we're getting down pretty quick. There's just going to be a ton of sets.
There's gonna be
90% in the bottom. Here, let's see. I'd say it'll take about a minute longer. Or we could just grab one of these. All right, oh, Mr. Gold is back. That's funny. All right. The first one you see that sticks out to you. Power tool. That's funny. Classic train station. Shin Godzilla. You see something yet?
Let's see here. Are we looking for one that has potential here?
Yeah. Pick one that's got potential.
Being Pirate Island Hideaway. Let's click on that one. Let's see what those minifigures look like. Are they using just classic pirate minifigures?
This one is not quite nigh death, but I think they're reusing some stuff.
Yeah, I would
They
agree.
don't look very unique. Another diorama.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on par.
People are riding that wave.
I don't think it's bad in that respect, but it needs to be refined a little bit for sure. I would say it's too skinny. I think if it was a little, it's too skinny with depth ways. If it was a little deeper and not as wide, a little more square, I think that could give you some. Potential.
Plus we've got we've got a wave of really good pirate themed and nautical themed sets coming out that are a good step or two or three above this anyways.
And this was just dropped in a couple months ago. So
yeah, so I definitely think they're riding the Barracuda Bay / El Dorado Fortress wave here.
Yep. And yeah, you're right, AWM. The water needs some refinement. I don't know if they're allowed to edit. Can they edit things past upload date?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that.
Also, that's really cool. This part opens up here. But yeah, refine the skull, refine the water, make it look like the Hogwarts Castle water. A little more spicy.
Yeah, maybe use smooth pieces for the water potentially as well.
Yeah. So it's got potential. I mean, it's not very high for a reason. So, but once again, much better than I could do. Mine would look a lot more rough, to say the least. So it's interesting.
Creative.
It's creative for sure. All right. Well, if you wanna, I know you said you had to leave right about now.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Yeah, we can. I can honestly make this a weekly thing.
As could I, as I work to grow my channel as well.
Sounds good. Well, I'll probably just continue hanging out here, and it was good to have you on stream. We'll definitely do
Sounds
this again
good. Thanks for
sometime.
having me.
Absolutely. Okay. So who else? Who's in chat still? Sound off in chat. Does anyone want to join and look at some sets with me? Let me know. Krusty Krab. Squidman, you're supposed to sound off, not sound on. Obviously. Obviously. Andy East, can he keep his he got to keep it clean on this stream. This is the clean stream. Let's see if my computer can. I'm going to try and open it up in view it on YouTube. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see if my computer can handle it. Oh, we got another subscriber. That's good to hear, or good to see. Good to see. I, I assume you guys can hear the fireworks. That's ridiculous. Why are people doing fireworks? It's July 8th. You are deaf. How have you been hearing me if you're deaf? Okay. Holy smokes. Do I actually need you? Ooh, do I need you? I actually do need you. Andy East. Oh, plumber Bricotomy. I'll let him know that you voiced your appreciation for him, but he actually had to leave. I imagine he probably had some other what's the word? Commitments at this time. So he did have to leave. All right, let's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. I will tell Bricotomy you said hi. Also, it's his new channel. He started the channel, officially created it today. It's let me pull it up. I gave him some thoughts on his profile picture and his banner. Let me know. Do you like it? Do you like the idea? So his idea is going to be like the dichotomy. He was thinking obviously a mix between brick and dichotomy. So he's going to try and look at his main idea is looking at sets and deciding am I actually going to buy it or am I not actually going to buy it, which it'll be interesting. I think he has a lot more detailed knowledge about Lego than I do. His profile picture needs more monkeys. I wholeheartedly agree. But I will let him know you all said hi. And I'm his first subscriber, so none of you can take that away from me. None of you can take that away from me. Okay. Imagine if I put the link on the screen. This is why Squidman is not going to be on the stream today. I actually closed Discord so my computer could actually handle streaming. Let's see if opening it back up. I actually should probably. Whew, I almost, for whatever reason, whenever I open Discord, it always puts it on the second screen. I don't want it on the second screen. I want it on the first screen. Okay. Yeah, Jangbricks, he's more than welcome. He is more than welcome to join the stream. Where are you? Where are you, Andy? I wouldn't dream of it. Interesting. Oh no, we've added a new member to the stream. The Lego CPA-2.
Wow.
He's in the house.
And was still set as that.
He's ready to keep it PG.
I'm honored. I'd like to thank my mother for getting me on the stream.
Your
This is
mother
an
did.
Incredible moment.
She did. She was integral to this moment. Without her, you would not be able to be a part of this stream.
Absolutely. Which Lego ideas contender are we discussing first? I'm very excited.
So we are going to just move on to the next one. I think we're gonna, unless you have, I'll let you decide as the next guest.
Ooh, wow!
You're more than, you can pick any of these sets. I have it sorted from most supported, and then project phase gathering support.
Let's see. Didn't you already discuss all these ones up here?
Yep. So we start at the top and we did 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just kidding. We did 10.
I see. Is the next one the Great Temple of Abu Simbel with Secret Treasure?
So if you were watching the stream, you would have known that we already did that one.
I was taking a shower. I watched a lot of the stream.
No, I appreciate it. Yes, we did the Great Temple of Abu Simbel, and I decided I don't think it's going to get there.
What's
it
the
might
secret
hit
treasure?
10,000. So I can pull it up.
Actually, yeah, don't spoil it.
But you don't want me to spoil it?
No. I want to see it with my own 2 eyes.
Oh yeah, no. I thought you meant like don't show it at all. So
no,
we did
you can show it. That's the secret treasure. That sucks. All right, that's not getting made.
No, it's just we noted that. That's pretty funny.
Oh, a golden battle droid.
Yeah,
it's a Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny moment.
Don't.
They weren't ready for that technology. Okay.
So you use the head, the staff to unlock the key. Then use the key to unlock the buried treasure.
It's a little overcomplicated. I don't think children could understand it. Not getting made.
I think this would very much be an 18 plus set.
I don't think 18 plus could understand it. Don't think it'll get made.
My biggest complaint was just it's very bland.
It's very tan.
Yeah.
I should buy one to recoup my tan parts after using them
All
for
for
my indie mock.
the.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. This is basically they should retitle this as the tan Lego piece.
All right, I give it a 2.1 out of 10. I'm ready for the next set.
All right, next set. If you don't, I'll just move on to the next one.
6.4 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, it's a modular, so it won't get made.
Man, you and brick by brick.
Okay, no, but I'm not even joking. Like, you can look at all the review phases ever. There have been so many modulars that have hit 10K, and none of them have ever been improved.
That's. I mean, did you share the link?
No, I did not.
Then how is there another?
Oh, Jeff and I
Like-
share a Discord account. That's how he saw it.
Does-
You don't have to add him if you don't want to.
I guess yeah. I don't have to add him. I can block
Yeah.
him. Hey,
It was a
I added
freaky
him.
noise.
Yeah, that's
You
he's
did
got-
add him?
yeah. He's just got that really buzzy background.
I can't see him.
Jeff, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
No way.
He's
He is
here.
I am
The
here.
gang's all back.
Yeah.
I'll add him to the. I'll make him small.
No, but this is not even a joke because I've been following
Yeah, no.
these
Hit me
for-
with the knowledge, dude. I'm ready for it.
I've been
What
following
are we
these
talking
review
about?
stages for probably like 7-8 years. Jeff's maybe been following them for longer. They're
Yeah, I know everything about ideas.
I'd say
I'm the
there's
foremost
probably
expert
been
in the world.
50 plus modulars made it to 10K. None of them ever got approved.
50 might be a little high, but yes, not a single module that's made it. To
I mean,
10K has ever
considering the
been
last few stages have had upwards of like 70 projects, and usually like
I guess,
5 of them
I
are
get
modulars.
approved. They have been doing ideas for a long time, I guess. So yeah, probably 50 plus.
Interesting.
Also, is my
15
audio
plus.
okay?
Yeah,
It's a little loud. If you want to turn it down
A little
bit.
loud?
you
Yeah.
can do that.
I don't think I
tried
can do that. I think you have to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
I
said.
think you.
it's all grayed out. Wait.
Oh.
Never mind. I got it. Apparently, automatically adjust mic volume was selected. All right, we're good.
Let's
We're
go.
good. So just automatic 0, basically.
Yeah, if it's a modular and unlicensed, automatic 0. If it's a modular
Yeah.
and licensed, then like automatic like 15%.
So then we can have the next conversation of, does it go to the Bricklink designer program?
I don't think the Bricklink designer program is going to be taking rejected ideas sets anymore, because
Interesting.
the last round that they did, you had to like submit separately to
Yeah,
the designer program. So theoretically, the designer of this ideas project could submit it to that Bricklink designer program.
it is also relatively bland. I don't mean to insult the designer,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like for it to go to Bricklink designer, it would have to be something pretty special.
I mean,
If you look at those modulars,
the Lego Store modular from the Bricklink designer program is kind of bad.
well, because they like to pat themselves on the back. It's a Lego store.
That is, yeah. They're whoever designed that was like, I know
Yeah,
how they can never.
I think that's their one exception.
Yeah.
With that being said, I would like to see a modular museum someday. I think it's a cool concept.
Yeah, but I think it's such an obvious concept that it's something that they're 100% going to do themselves eventually.
Yeah, a hospital
Which-
and museum. That's what I want next.
Would they? What is Lego like? Or are they likely to take this designer on and be like, "Hey, we really appreciated your design"? Or
Not
what?
that one, no.
No.
Probably not. They've
not-
done they've done that, but they just like haven't talked to the designer and like credited them or anything.
No.
This has happened kind of a lot,
Well,
No,
they
no.
they have hired some van designers recently,
like twice. Yeah,
but yeah, it doesn't happen often.
Oh, Lego. Oh man,
I like that car.
I like that frog.
It's a little freaky. Haha.
I think that's a new color for frogs.
No, we didn't, Squidman. What are you talking about?
What do we not do?
He says we got a modular museum in the boutique hotel. That is not true.
No, he's kind of right. It's an
It's
art
an art
gallery.
store. It's not a museum.
It's an art gallery. Which is
Okay,
like
Why is
kind
there a cashier's desk then?
because you can you have to
There's
buy
gift
tickets to
stores.
the gallery.
You could just walk in and look at everything. Why would you need to buy a ticket? It's like an 8x8 area.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna give this a 4 for originality, or do you, a 3?
I'd
It's
give it a
not that
3.
original. I'd give it a 2.
Building
honestly.
techniques, I'd give a 4.
I'm usually
I'd give it a
impressed
3 for building techniques.
at this point of my Lego Ideas career, so I'm gonna give it
The
a
way
5.
they curved it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty much my basis for that 5.
I don't think Lego's ever really done that with a modular, except kind of the boutique hotel, but not really.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how actually they did it. Did they do a pin down through it, or did they just connect
I think
it?
it's hinge plates,
Okay.
but I don't
They
know
took
exactly.
a bunch of pieces, just bent them.
Oh wait, are
and
these?
called it
Are
a day.
those? Are the bricks that are like along that curved surface? Are those like the 1x1 bricks with like bars coming out the side, and then that's clipped into something else? Is that like this cool pattern that's on the side? Is that how?
Oh, I see.
Oh no, yeah.
it
So
is.
they have a
It's
long
clips and cheese slopes. That's what it is.
yes, and then they have a long wire going through
No,
each
it's not
modular.
a long wire going all the way down. I don't think.
Just through each modular. So it's like what, like that
Well,
tall?
no, I think
For
it's,
each modular.
I don't know.
Each level of the modular.
Every modular building ever has that.
Yeah,
technique.
every modular building. This actually connects to all the other modulars, but vertically.
They should
You know
start
what?
doing that. I'm running out of space.
You know what?
I mean, they did do that with that one front set that you can put on top of the other one.
That's true, actually. I think that friend set is going to the moon. I would invest.
It's going to the moon literally because if you stack enough of them, it'll get there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant it in a literal sense.
All right.
That's fair.
On to the
Next
next
meme.
one. And it was so why would they pick it knowing that it's not going to be chosen?
Well, the staff picks are done by the people who run the Lego Ideas website, not by the designers. So Lego designers themselves have not looked at any of
The
staff.
staff are mentally
actually-
disabled and hired as a tax write-off. Out of sympathy.
The actual Lego designers are supposed to not look at ideas until we've gotten to 10K, I think.
This
That
dude is
profile
just
picture's intimidating.
he's just roll. He has. This is the second set we've looked at him. Yeah, he did the vintage toaster.
Wow.
He's probably
He also
likes
did that
vintage
antique cash
things.
register, which is the one I was talking about.
Bro was
Oh,
lazy
yeah.
fast.
and he did a mini Titanic. Okay, poor taste, my friend. Poor taste.
He
Too
did that
soon.
last year.
He knew. Poor taste.
Bro.
I thought you meant poor taste because of the actual sinking of the Titanic. That's
Both.
too soon.
Both.
Okay.
Custom PC. Interesting.
I think you should have made a non-custom PC, personally.
Just a stock PC. I like that radio.
It's kind of boring.
Thanks. Jeez.
I think the vintage toaster is kind of cool.
I like the popcorn machine.
Were you here for when he was talking about the vintage toaster earlier, Andy?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
It's kind of sick. You put like the untoasted toast in it, and then it has like a mechanism where it switches it with toasted toast.
That would probably be a top 10 play feature of all time.
Are
Can you de-toast the toast? Can you like put
I would
the
assume
toasted
so.
one
It
in?
works the same way.
Mm,
I assume it's
That's
the
a
only
game
way to get
changer.
out the untoasted toast. You have to put in the new one and replace it.
mm. I like that.
It's pretty cool.
Squidman wants to be a Lego Ideas staff member.
Anyways, this one is. I don't think this one is. Well, they do like their cars.
This
But
one's
not-
like,
not for
yeah,
Lego
something very-
Ideas.
something very similar has been has gotten a 10K before and was rejected. I
I
don't
think
know
they've
what
done
Rolls-Royce,
one upscaled car non-licensed
Yeah, the
for
Caterham
Lego
7.
Ideas.
Well,
Yeah, and
technically
that
it's
was like
licensed
over
because
10 years
but
ago.
Caterham. That wasn't
So
10
what-
Well,
years
not, I mean, not from
Ideas
the movie.
is only 10 years.
When you say a non-licensed car,
That was in like 2016, 2017.
is it just a
No,
generic
it was earlier than that.
car?
No, it's an actual brand of car, so it is technically licensed, just not movie licensed. You can look it up. It's the
Oh,
Caterham
okay,
7.
movie licensed. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean it's cool, but it's not doing it for me by any means.
I think it's fine, and I don't think it
Oh
wouldn't
wow, it
get
was
approved anyway.
2016. I did not realize it
Yeah, I
was that
told you.
recent.
The
Still
first
7
Ideas
years
Night was
ago.
like 2013.
Back when it was Kuso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that Lego CPA? It used to be called Kuso before it was Ideas.
What does that mean? Is that
It's something
Dutch
in Danish, I think.
Danish?
Yeah, I don't know. It would be funny if it was
Let's
just
see.
ideas in Danish.
I would never pretend to
Translating.
know anything about Lego just because I don't want the comments to crucify me like they did last week. That still stings.
That Pixar lamp is cool. I want it.
Wait a second.
What?
I put it into Google Translate. Let me send you this translation result in Discord.
Okay.
It's a little freaky. Check general.
What? I think you're making that up.
No,
What?
that's real. Try it
That's-
yourself.
That's how it's spelled?
Apparently.
Yeah, that
Well,
is how it's spelled.
translate it from Somali.
All
Well,
right,
it
let's
is. It is translated. Isn't it?
see. No.
Oh.
In Somali, it means sad.
Hey, there you go. So this is the Christmas theater.
Not gonna get done.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
I don't know. It's a reference to a religious event, so I don't think it'll get made.
That's fair.
Well, I
No, it's
think
not.
that's not the reason that it wouldn't get approved. The reason it wouldn't get approved is because they don't do Winter Village stuff through ideas, and this would basically.
Oh.
fall
It's
under
not
Winter Village.
really Winter Village.
It comes close enough to Winter Village that they wouldn't do it.
Well, they did that winter.
They did Home Alone.
Chalet.
No,
The Chalet was designer program, doesn't count.
Yeah, I know.
no, they had that one. Man, the fireworks
Home
are
Alone.
so loud. Lego Winter Village.
Oh yeah, they do Winter Village, but that's themselves.
Santa's Visit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't.
That wasn't
ideas.
ideas.
Okay. Okay, I'm still learning the role.
It's okay. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're here to educate you.
We're like the Joe Rogan fact checkers.
I really hope those are fireworks.
Wait. I really hope those are fireworks.
Okay. It's nice to be in control every once in a while. Where did they get that guitar? Lego has never made a guitar.
Bruh. This
No,
is
but
why
where
you need the fact checkers.
Where did
Yeah.
they get the saxophone?
That's been public knowledge for months. It was
They only
introduced
accept
with the
the
Series
guitar
11
content.
saxophone player. From,
All right, well-
2011.
That one's not getting made.
Why? Because there's a saxophone?
Yes.
I agree.
Okay.
It's too
Yeah, I
good of a
agree.
piece to put in the set. That guitar appears in 19 sets CPA.
I said it was over 100 earlier.
It's not enough. I mean, what about this lamp?
I think this is sick. I don't think they'll make it. I want it. This is the coolest
Is it a
thing.
Pixar
of all-
lamp? Yeah.
Yeah,
Of every set that you have shown today, this is the one that I would be most likely to buy.
really.
Yes.
Not the
I
chameleon?
feel like if they were going to do it, they would have done it this year.
True.
There's been a Pixar lamp that's gotten to 10K. I don't know if it was rejected already, if it's in the next round. But there was one that made it to 10K once. And
I
this is
feel
also
like it
something
would
I could
sell
see them making
decently well.
themselves. I think it would. Yeah, I think it would sell decently well.
The ball looks about as good as you can make it.
What about the price point? How does that?
I'd
How
probably
does
be
it
like
make you
40.
feel?
No, I think they do 60.
If it was like released like this,
Probably.
you think they'd up? How many pieces is it? Does it say?
It looks like at least
It's-
500 pieces.
There's no way that's over 400 pieces.
They do not say, which I don't
It has,
understand
it has
why.
many joints and rotatable pieces.
You have many joints and rotatable pieces. But you're not $60.
Did you know that the average part out value of a human is like $45 million or something?
It's
Yeah.
not that high.
It is. If you could sell every part of a human body, it would be like $45 million.
Let me look that up.
But realistically,
Part
you're only going to
out
get like
value
1 million. I've looked
Okay.
into this a lot. Trust me.
Guys, I'm not trying
yeah,
to
it
get
is 45
demonetized
million.
before
Wow.
I'm even monetized.
We're just talking about Bricklink.
Unfortunately, you can't sell human body parts on eBay.
All right.
All right, we have to switch the topic.
Yeah, just
we can't
getting
be-
muted for a little bit.
We can't be past PG.
Um.
Anyways, Pixar lamps. Yeah, it's a great lamp.
Should I support it?
No,
No. Okay,
I don't think it's worthy of a CPA support.
that's fair.
It doesn't matter if you support it or not. It's got 493 days left.
Krusty Krab. There's been
This has been made
SpongeBob
like 83 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been
Maybe by the
rejected,
same
like, twice.
person. Let's see if
I
they.
think SpongeBob is annoying, so I give it a 1.1 out of 10.
I mean, they already have SpongeBob sets, do they not?
I mean, they did.
15 years ago, yeah.
Really, that long
Yeah.
ago?
Yep.
I mean, it would probably sell well.
I think it would
What's the
sell
price
well. I
point?
think it's
300.
something that I could see them doing, but I don't think they'll do it.
It's 2,800 pieces. Wow.
It's a lot of pieces. I mean, what do you think?
Kind of
Like,
compact.
It'd be like $300.
yeah,
Probably.
which I think that would dissuade a lot of people.
I don't know if there are
Yeah.
that many hardcore SpongeBob fans.
If they were gonna do a Krusty Krab, they'd have to do it smaller than this.
100%, yeah.
I think max
Like,
it would be the
it
size
would-
of like
It would
Sesame
get
Street.
the Sesame Street's original submission was like this size though, and they scaled it down a lot for the final product.
It was. Yeah.
So I could see them approving this, and then if they release it, they're gonna make it a lot smaller.
Honestly, like take that out. Step one, you don't need that. Whatever that is.
It's decently iconic.
Really? I honestly cannot mentally place the Krusty Krab mobile. And I've seen my fair share of SpongeBob.
They should add one more K under the flag. For
PG.
Cool Krusty Krab. It'd be very useful.
Cool is spelled with a C though.
Yeah, but it would be with a K because crab is also with a K instead of a C, and Krusty.
That's funny. They
should make it CCC instead.
the paddy wagon.
I agree. It would be better if it was CCC.
The Krusty Krab burger is in the first SpongeBob movie.
I have seen 0 SpongeBob movies.
Actually, wasn't it? No, it was the pizza. Krusty Krab pizza.
I think
yeah.
they wouldn't do this because they would need to reproduce too many molds.
Yeah.
New molds.
It's cool though. Take out the Krusty Krab mobile, take out the dumpster, and then drop it
I
to
think we
like
should-
250 or
I think
200
we should
max.
do a set
Krusty
that's
Krab
just the
building and
dumpster.
just the dumpster. That's what I was gonna say.
No, you
No
do
way.
those. You do those
Same
as
wavelength.
expansion sets.
Ash and
Ash and
Flash
Flash
would love
would-
that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, classic tractor.
This
I could
is
see this being
horrifically boring.
This,
Yeah, but-
this is awful. There's no. This has like of everything. You
Lego
look at, this is the
loves-
most boring one.
Lego loves their horrifically boring Technic sets.
Yeah, but they like to do them themselves and
The
not
skitter?
pay 1% of the sales to the designer.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. So then you're saying they're going to steal this design?
They already have.
It's possible.
I bet you there has to be a terms of service saying that when you submit your idea,
Oh
you
yeah,
give
yeah.
up.
There is. Once you submit your idea to ideas, you give up your intellectual. Like you can no longer like sell the instructions even to
Dang.
something
I
you
mean,
submit
yeah,
on
hey.
ideas.
That is smart.
That's why rebrickable
I
is
believe you
better.
can give them away for free if you wanted to.
This is 100% not getting done.
It'd be really
I don't know.
cool.
This is more likely than a lot of the things you've looked at.
I don't think Elon Musk.
Elon is
It's
too
more
controversial.
Yeah.
likely than the classic tractor.
I
But
agree.
from a licensing perspective, I don't know if Tesla
I
would
could see
bite.
them doing. I could see them doing like a creator expert scale Tesla at some point.
Yeah, maybe a few years down the line.
I could see that for sure. So maybe if they do that first, then they
Yeah, I don't know why they
have
would
the relationship.
do the dealership. It's a little.
Well, no, if they were to do if they were to do a set themselves with Tesla, they wouldn't.
Oh my
give
god,
anything through ideas.
my Airship just fell off the shelf. Did you hear
F-word, man.
I heard
Yeah, we
something.
did.
that? That was sad. I think.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that the
just
$16 one.
It's
yeah,
just
Tesla
so
Speed
weird.
Champions.
Yeah. Yeah. More likely for a Tesla Speed Champion, but I don't see even them making a Speed Champion just because I don't think they have any. Like, they're not going to make a Model 3 Speed Champion. And they're not going to make it. I just don't. I don't see it happening, but it's more likely. I could see this happening.
Kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is kind of cool.
It's using
I
those
don't think it'll
plastic.
happen, but it would be okay.
It's an Asteroid
It's-
City tie-in set.
Yeah. Is it a modular? Do they have pins?
No,
it's
it
not
has
modular.
road plates. I hate
Yeah, it
road
uses road
plates.
plates.
I disagree. AWM. No way.
Yeah, I don't see the Cybertruck happening.
It'd be cool though.
Oh, I like this one though. I would.
This one is one of the better ones. I don't think it's super likely because they've done stuff kind of similar to it before, but I
It'll
don't
be
think
like
it's
an eighth of the
unlikely.
size and $80
Oh.
in a city set.
It is a little big for.
Well, let's see how
Something
many
of this
pieces
subject
they've
matter.
slapped on it. Oh, that's cool. The garage opens.
Wow. It's
That's
mind-blowing.
actually, and it's the sliding part is what got me.
I know.
I was
Lego's
not
never
They
done
have a
that.
feature that's pretty much like this in the corner garage. Like I think the corner garage is a little too similar to this.
Holy smokes!
That's incredible. It's probably the most impressive thing I've seen all day.
Oh, and we have
Just under
49
$2,000 parts.
studs.
Yeah, that's very big and expensive for what this is.
I agree. They would definitely slim it
That's
down
definitely
a lot.
more than the corner garage, right?
That is more than the corner garage. And the corner garage is a 3-story building.
It's a pretty big set, yeah. Well, how many vehicles does it have? 4 or 3?
3, I think.
Yeah.
I think the
that's
problem
probably-
is that this set has vehicles that are 8 wide. I think they would have to scale it down to 6 wide.
Oh,
vehicles.
and then because then you can double up your speed champions. Not that they would really market it like that, but just practically.
I think they should just market it as a speed champion set.
So they'd have to steal the design in order for them to do that, Andy.
Yeah. They should just stop making idea sets and make them all speed champion sets.
Oh, is this
They're all 8 wide.
our first? Aren't they? Oh, they are. Right? Yeah,
They're
you're right.
all currently 8 wide except for one, which is
They
9
worst.
wide.
Which one's 9 wide? One of the
orange
prototypes.
ones. I forget the name of it.
The McLaren.
The McLaren, one of the, it's the like white-ish one in that McLaren set.
Yeah.
That one is 9
9
wide.
wide.
Well, technically the polybags are 5 wide.
That's true.
The Porsche 96. No, which one's the McLaren?
It comes
It's in
with
a
the
2-pack.
McLaren Senna. Is
The
in the 2-pack.
Solus GT.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Interesting. I do have. I have it readily accessible.
Wow.
If it readily accessible and you didn't know it was 9 wide.
You've built it and you didn't know it was 9.
No, it's not built yet.
Well,
It's
the,
under other boxes,
okay.
so I'm not gonna dig it out.
The Bronco is retired, right? Because that one was
Yeah.
10 wide.
10 wide.
Yes. It's big in
Not-
real life.
I'm gonna
And
support
the,
this one.
You're gonna support this with the Pixar lamp. That's sad, I think.
Correct. I wouldn't buy the Pixar lamp. Sorry.
I wouldn't buy this because it won't get made.
This would never happen because it's a botanical set.
Yeah. Originality 1.
Also, the name of the set is just weird.
Good
Good Uncle's
Ogles.
Garden.
Well, there's Ogle.
It's the villain from Time Cruisers.
Yeah,
I guess he
why?
turned good and made a
Time-
garden.
Time Cruiser.
It's Uncle Ogle.
Oh, did they like use pieces? Never mind. I was thinking they like use pieces.
I think they
from
did
that
use
theme.
pieces, actually. It looks. I see a couple pieces here at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hot take.
It's
It'd probably
Do
be
we
like
want me to design the first
$120.
Lego idea set that has no pieces?
no, it
That'd
wouldn't,
be some-
man. No, it wouldn't.
Lego Ideas blanket.
Genius. Another modular. Hey, this one
No.
Then
This is
wasn't
not a
the
modular.
Love House? The Lover House was just in.
Yeah,
I think they should make
I
a
think one
different
of
kind
these
of
has
Love
to happen
House.
eventually.
I don't think they'll make this. There's no way.
I think they'll make one of them. One of the ones that's been done like 7 times.
The Taylor Swift one?
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
I think one of them will happen. Like
I
BTS
feel like
happened.
for them to make an artist, they have to be like really, really, really clean.
Yeah. So is that why? Did they make BTS because they just thought, all right, it's time to make an artist, and
I think they made BTS
also,
because they knew it would be
BTS
popular. And I think this would also be popular.
It's
BTS has had like zero
internationally-
controversies ever.
Yeah. that's true, and they're just internationally adored by everyone.
I was kind of surprised they did the Beatles even.
That's a good point. I totally forgot that one actually happened.
I think because they've done those, I think that there's a chance they would do this.
Squid Man, we're keeping this PG.
The teal one. This modular won't happen.
Happening all day. Support.
Bruh.
Like a CPA on its way to support every modular on ideas until one gets made.
I mean, it's cool.
I hope it happens one day. It'd be funny. Just out of left field.
Just to spite Andy or just to spite Andy East and Brick by Brick. Next, Wreck-It Ralph 10th anniversary.
That
Not
movie's
gonna
10
happen.
years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
2013.
Well, next year. No, it's 2014, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
No.
I don't think they would do
Or
this
no,
'cause
never
this
mind.
sequel
Never
is
mind. No,
terrible.
it was 2012 because it was the same year as Brave.
Oh, so it'd be like the 13th anniversary, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
happening though.
15th
There's no way it's happening.
I kind of want to see the
Uh,
interior. Oh, that's cool.
Can I pause this?
I could see them doing this,
Oh.
but I think it would be too expensive for them to want to. I think
The
if it
racer
was
is
like,
neat.
I think if this was like a year or so ago, and they could have had it out for like the Disney 100 stuff that they've been doing, it might have had a better chance.
How do you feel
Ralph
about that
looks a little
buildable
freaky.
Ralph?
Ralph does.
Think
I
look
don't,
they
I
should
don't,
just-
I don't know
they
about
would-
that one, Chief.
They would definitely make new molds for
Just
the
big
characters.
fig it?
Yeah. Well, Lego doesn't really do big figs anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't. Why do they do that?
Cost
Too
cutting.
expensive.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not a really big Wreck-It Ralph person, so
I don't know many people who are.
I am
I like
not.
Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a
in
good
it.
movie.
I like the Owl City song that he did for Wreck-It Ralph.
When will I see you again?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey. This is
Yep.
cool.
Yep. I could see this happening.
It's
I can see it's
a unique
happening. 'Cause
concept,
it's something like, yeah, unique in concept.
It
But I
reminds me
don't
of the
really care
pop-up
about it
book.
that much.
I would probably buy it.
2,500
But the
pieces,
Whoa.
but there's a lot
lot.
of small pieces, so I could
I
see
guess
it
it
being
like a-
like,
It is
This would be
kind
at
of a
least
lot like the
200.
question mark block.
all right, how big is it? That's what I want to know. They don't have a size.
I think it'd be like 200.
Yeah, maybe a little less because a lot of small pieces.
I would expect
it
it
does
to
not look
be-
that
But
big.
the question mark block looks to be like, it looks about the same size as the question mark block. And the question mark
It's
block's-
definitely
Really?
smaller than that.
Yeah, I would guess it's like
It's the same width as the question mark block,
6 inches.
but it has
Yeah.
more inside it.
8
than the
inches,
question mark
maybe?
block does.
Upside down
You
brick
should
would
watch
not
this stream upside down.
buy it.
CPA
cool.
needs a watch time.
Heck, yeah.
We need to get him 15 plus hours of watch time on this stream.
I might have already hit that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Pirate Treasure Chest. Yeah, I like this one. I probably wouldn't buy it just because it's not quite in my wheelhouse, but
It's pirates, so I would buy it.
it's cool.
I don't like pirates. They steal things
They're-
from people.
I
They're
think they should
very
make a Somalian
unethical.
pirate set.
I do not see that happening in my
I'll put it
lifetime.
on ideas. It would educate children on a real world issue.
And that's priceless. So, do you think though something that maybe you both haven't thought of? The upside down brick.
Can we buy it?
The upside down brick changed his mind, and he would buy the pirate treasure chest. That's what he's talking about. But would the
No, he's
sales?
talking about Squidman's pitch for a Wreck-It Ralph 2 set.
So, would this? I would say you could probably refer to this set as a trunk. Could you not?
Yeah, I
I was
think you
about to
could.
say something, but I remember this is a PG stream, so I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Would this set rival the Quidditch trunk?
I think that the Quidditch trunk would give this set a real
Yeah,
run for its money.
shove
And
it up
honestly,
your
because they
trunk,
have
Jeffrey.
because they have the Quidditch trunk out right now, I don't think they could approve this because I think that it would be directly competing with their trunks up there.
Yeah, the Quidditch trunk is better because how many mini games does this have? 0.
It has the mini game of life with pirates.
It has a tie with an X on it, and it
I
has
see 0
circles
pirates.
it has circles that are or it has pieces that are round circles, so you could play tic tac toe with a piece in the set, assuming it includes 2 of the X piece.
Do you think that just the sheer number of small pieces would cause this to not be purchased because people would be annoyed by all the tiny pieces?
I mean, you
No,
can
I
say
don't
that
think that
about
matters
any
at all.
set.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
think that people
not
would just
buying
think
a
this
set
is
for that
boring.
reason, that's up to you. I mean,
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth
I think at
II.
that point, just don't buy Lego sets.
Yeah.
No, but like they're all the tiny one
or
one
only
by
buy 2+
tiles.
sets, or 4+ sets.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Queen
what art sets are. Art
this
sets
would
sell
not
for-
get made too soon.
Yeah, this is
True.
weird.
Well, was this
It's funny
created?
to
This
think how
was
you use the
created
crafting table.
before she passed, though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Even then, it doesn't matter that it was before she passed.
Oh yeah, was this like? No, she passed before this.
She passed September 8th.
It was like 2
Wow.
weeks before this. Yeah,
Wait,
Man,
that's
too soon.
yeah.
I don't know.
Too soon, my friends. I mean,
That's-
looks
that's all
cool.
Messed up.
Another diorama, but yeah, not happening. And those.
I wish there's a corgi. You could put the corgis in the fireplace as a play feature.
Okay, on to the next set. Speaking of too soon. All right, let's go into this one first. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
This is okay, but they would never release it. They don't do like micro scale things.
There's
They're
too many
like-
stability issues.
You don't think that could stand up?
Do you think they've ever like built this in person, or do you think they just kind of like were like, yeah, that'll work?
I think it looks like they built it in person.
Yeah, actually, it kind of does.
I'm trying to figure. Oh,
Yeah,
The
there's
first
like
image looked like a
discoloration
render.
on
Yeah.
some of the pieces. I think it's in person.
yeah, I would agree. I think that is in person. Oh, those are little ships. That's cool. Yeah, that's in person.
No, they're little tooth monsters actually.
Genius.
What's on the inside? Oh, that's
Here?
lame. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a.
Oh, they wouldn't release this because it uses minifigure hands outside of minifigure torsos.
That's true.
Is that a legitimate thing?
Yeah, they can't do that.
Interesting.
Like they
Right.
won't even give you torsos without hands in them. In the Queer Eye set, on like the box, they show you the torsos with hands removed, but they give you the torsos with hands in them.
I think Brendan built it himself. Don't you have a similar background, Brendan? Or am I tripping?
He didn't build it himself. He just took the photos for the person who built it themselves.
Yeah. It's a little freaky.
This should come with
Too
the plane.
soon. Inapprops. All right, it's almost 30 inches tall. 3,000 bricks. I want to see the
$350.
comments. Interesting.
I remember
I've
the
been.
One World Trade Center was nice at the top.
Oh wait, what? What? Daniel? Are you guys reading this? Andy,
Oh no, they're talking about the new one. He says the one.
Yeah,
World
they are.
Trade Center.
The One World
That's
Trade
still
Center.
pretty cool,
But still, it is funny.
I have seen the new one. Yeah. Have you guys seen the new one?
I have. I've
I've seen
been
the new one,
inside
I
of it.
think.
I went, I think, in 2015. Do you
I'm
see
just
the
trying to
mock
find
of this
some-
in Chicago CPA?
Is it just in the
Yeah,
Lego
corner.
store?
No,
No?
at Brooklyn, Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that one.
I think this would pair well with the new passenger plane set coming out.
And moving on to the next
So,
one,
next
Norwegian winter scene.
There's nothing
They had
about this
planes
that
just
screams
right
Norwegian
across
to
from
me.
it.
I mean, snow.
This reminds me of my youth
This
spent
could
in
be.
Norway.
I think it's kind of.
This looks awful.
Any country out.
The slopes are kind of off-putting.
I think this is actually a Brazilian
It has
winter scene.
it has too few studs. Is there a single stud visible anywhere? Oh, I guess on the trees. Like, why did they tie literally everything?
Because they wanted to.
This is
Have
like
you
one
ever
of
seen
those like
studded
non-photos
snow
who's
before,
like,
Jeffrey? No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. I don't see it
this is one
happening.
of those Lego builders who's afraid of studs.
Brendan says it looks like his house.
Yeah, what makes this
Canada
not a
snow.
Canadian winter scene?
How many parts? 2,500 parts.
What the heck?
Nobody would ever buy like a $300 version of this.
I agree.
I would
I don't.
personally.
I don't see this happening in my lifetime.
I think Norwegians would buy it. They could release it as an exclusive. I just realized they're using a snake piece as the smokestack. That's kind of funny.
Hey, it
I've seen that
works.
done before.
Does it though?
I think it does.
I think it does.
From a distance, maybe.
Well, no one's gonna get close to this set. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no one's gonna own it, so they'll never find out what it looks like close up.
It's Norwegian phobic and extremely biased.
I'm part Norwegian, so I would understand.
Can the Norwegian CPA hop in and
Norwegian
drop some
CPA.
knowledge? IKEA store mod.
Stop showing modulars. They will
This-
never get made.
Yeah,
This
one also
is a
especially like,
modular.
this is a licensed modular, so there's a chance.
I don't think it'll happen.
It'll never
IKEA's
happen,
too
but
controversial.
Yeah,
Wait, is it?
Yeah. Did you not hear about the horse meat controversy?
Oh, evidently I did not.
This is a pretty big one.
Dang.
I loved those meatballs as a kid.
And you were eating horse meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough run.
No. Were you part of a class action then?
No, I was not.
Oh, you should have been.
Maybe. I mean, they tasted really good. There were no damages.
In fact, it made you stronger and taller and faster.
Maybe.
May
Maybe it
4th.
explains my giant horse love. My love for horses.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but
I
yeah, who
think it
knows?
should include a horse cooking feature.
Do you think that they can't do this because they already have the whatever the IKEA sets are called? I think
Biggie
that would be in direct, yeah, I think this would be in direct competition with those boxes, so they can't
Me too.
release it.
Greek holiday.
IKEA fans can only afford so much. I think this would be a great set to tie in with My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 releasing in September.
They
Hey,
do have to
listen
rush
up.
this one out.
Listen up, Lego. Get on it. This wasn't a staff pick. No, this is a staff pick.
They probably know about the movie.
It includes the goat piece. Holy crap.
It includes a guitar.
Yeah.
Which gold piece?
No,
Goat.
goat in the
Oh,
back.
goat
right?
piece. Oh,
Are you
isn't that like
aware?
isn't it like a $1,000 minifigure or something?
It's not 1,000,
Yes,
but it's a
no,
lot.
it's $1,000. I will
Is it
sell you mine
actually?
for $1,000. It's $1,000 if you only spend $1,000.
I like how they use a crocodile tail as like a fern.
Oh yeah, off here. No, that floor is really cool. I agree with you, upside down brick. I agree with you, and I
That
like
looks
the
when
stair.
I
Just
cracked my phone screen.
that might turn some people off to this set, so they don't have to relive those
I wouldn't
moments.
buy it simply for that reason.
I do like the stairs too. I really like the
Reminds
building
me of the
technique.
L stairs.
I like how they used one of the cactus person's arms.
Did they?
That would never get them. Yeah, and the
I think it's
right
just a
there,
green
right where
arm.
his mouse is. No, that's a cactus person arm, I think.
Oh wait, yeah, it is.
I'm thinking if I should vote on it. Originality.
It'll never get made, but you should vote on it anyway.
I think the Greek Lego CPA would love this one.
I give it a 3 for originality. I like the building techniques and the details. Just another 3.
Why only a 3 for originality? Have you ever seen a Greek set
well,
before?
I guess I'm not really sure how to. Yeah, I guess that's how you determine originality if it's been done a lot.
If it's original or not.
But like
Hot
the
take.
idea, like they're just copying. They're objectively copying a movie, so they're not really
No,
creating
they're
anything
not.
original.
What?
Is this not from? Oh, never mind. I thought this was from. I've never seen the movie before.
Neither have I.
I'm sorry.
I just saw the trailer for it like a couple weeks ago. I
You
was
saw the
thinking it would be
trailer for the
good
third
to
one.
like tie in with that movie.
I'd buy this set to build while I watch.
Yeah, it is.
All 3.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
There you go.
I think
Yeah,
this would
I
be
like
great
it for an
hobby build.
architecture set.
It's not an architecture set. Architecture sets are micro scale CPA.
That's true, and they're based off of actual. What's up with those new houses that are coming out? Are those just like promo?
What houses of the world? The promos?
They're speed champion sets.
Yeah,
It's
Speed Champions, but for buildings.
Yeah, they're like backdrops to park your cars next to.
They're micro scale because it's supposed to be.
This one is
perspective
not
thing.
getting built.
It's not getting built.
Yeah,
this is
no one will
not
ever
getting-
build it. They'll release it, but you're not allowed to put it together.
This is not getting funded, or this is not getting chosen.
They made a
It's not
submarine
getting
before.
funded.
They've made too many submarines through ideas.
They'll release
Oh.
it, but you can't pay for it. It's not getting funded.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, they'll approve it, and then they'll get to like a week before release and cancel it.
Have they
I
done that
like how you
before?
can swap out the thing to make it look like it's cut in half. And if they did a malevolent set, I hope they would do that. Or
That-
not malevolence, invisible hand.
Yeah.
Why did
Yeah.
Why did they include that? Is this like a specific submarine?
Yeah, it's from Subnautica.
Is it a movie?
And
Video
it's a
game.
right?
It's
Oh.
definitely too violent.
Honestly, didn't know that this was like a license or anything. I had no idea what this was.
It's probably too violent because you have to like spear fish.
I think it's
kill
also
fish.
too obscure. To be
Three
Yeah, I
honest.
thousand
agree.
pieces.
Wow. 300 just for the crashed. Should make the Titanic sub instead of this.
Yeah, probably not going to happen. Sorry, Octavia Galicia. It's a cool design, though. You did a great job.
This one is cool. The next one, I like this. It won't get made ever, but I
Another
like it.
Oh, yeah, this
modular.
is like the hood in Italy.
Oh, this is like Luca.
No, this is the hood in Italy.
Oh, it's like Luca.
I like the beach design. That's cool.
Lamau Sebastian.
Yeah, there's multiple Sebastians.
No, there's just one.
Oh, no, yeah, the other one's a lobster.
Gelato.
Oh, it could
The
be a
roof?
Boston set because there's a lobster.
I like the roof. I like the textured brick. And the vines. And the kayak. Is there already a kayak?
No, that's a new mold.
That's what I thought. Unless you're punking me. I can't tell anymore.
He's punking you. He's definitely punking you. That existed.
No way, boomerang piece.
Where?
2 boomerang pieces.
I see
Did I
it.
already... Oh, I see it. Bing
Above the
bang.
window.
Bing bang pow. Ping pow pow.
Yeah, it would tie into my big fat Italian wedding.
You can take the roofs off.
I like how they use the piece from the Series 17. Piece of cell phone.
How many pieces is this bad boy? Once again,
Probably
just
at
over
least
2,900. Yeah.
I would guess
This would
15
be
plus.
350.
Yeah, probably about.
How much? You said 300?
I said
Three-
350.
They might go 300.
They could go 300.
I
Honestly.
feel like they'd still try to go a little cheaper on ideas.
Yeah, well, that's actually interesting. I normally see them around what, like 150 to 280.
They've done some pretty big ones. The Lighthouse is 300.
That's true.
They've
Home
done a lot of
Alone
big
is
ones recently.
300.
The Orient
Hocus
Express
Pocus is
must be 300, right?
230 or 240.
Oh, that was an idea set as well.
Yeah.
I guess I should know that.
It's 230.
Whoever designed that is gonna make a lot of money, I think, from that set.
$2.30 off each copy sold.
Yeah.
They'll make a couple. They'll make at least $2.30. I can guarantee that.
Why did you buy one?
No, but
Do
isn't
you have
it's
any
already
proof
sold
of
out,
anyone
right?
buying somebody?
Yeah, it's already.
Well, they could have just produced zero. You don't know if
Yeah,
anyone
it's
actually
true.
bought it.
This is definitely not happening
Why?
It's the first time Lego CPA has ever said that.
because it's gonna cannibalize from their other medieval sets that are coming out. Don't they have a bunch coming out?
Not really.
No.
No, don't they have
They
the
have, like,
medieval
one
village?
on shelves right now. Maybe. We
That-
don't know if that's actually
Maybe.
happening.
Yeah, that could be canceled.
Oh, because of this set. Watch out.
Yeah. Yep, it's gonna be canceled because of this.
It's technically modular.
This or the other one?
This one.
Yes. How?
Yeah, it's on a base plate. It has pins. It's
Does it?
enclosed.
I'm still
Is
looking
it
for the
pins in the right
pins.
spots? Yeah, I don't see any
The
pins.
pins are behind. You can't see them.
No, there's.
Oh, it's not enclosed. Never mind. Never mind.
No.
Not a modular. I
Get out of here.
Oh,
See
yeah.
ya. Okay.
I think you should do another one of these games in the future where you set a rule at the beginning that anyone who calls something a modular that isn't a modular gets kicked.
See who lasts the longest. Brickotomy would last like 3 seconds, I think.
I would have to get kicked from my own stream, unfortunately.
Try not to incorrectly identify the modular challenge. Impossible.
Did they actually built this set too? That's cool.
Yeah, they're allowed to build it.
I'm surprised Lego didn't knock down their door and say disassemble that immediately. This one's cool, but Lego already has a lot of NASA sets.
I'm
They
tired
haven't
of
been spaced in a
NASA,
while.
man.
I could see them doing another one.
It's
soon.
been. Wasn't the last one they did the Discovery?
Yeah, but that wasn't even ideas.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
no.
no,
They're doing
Mars.
the Mars rover this year.
I think
That's Technic though.
Upside
Yeah, I
Down
know.
Brick is going to get kicked from the chat, right? Moss Eisley isn't a modular, is it?
It technically
No,
is.
it's not.
I don't think it
No,
has
it's one of the
pinholes,
base plate.
It can connect to that other part of it.
but that's not
mean,
with the
yeah.
pinhole. That's with the clip.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's
Switching
not a
it up.
modular.
Sorry, Upside Down Brick, you have to. Bye.
Time out.
No, this looks like
Bye.
Mega Blocks.
It's too smooth.
I could see. I think we're due for another ideas set at some point, and I could see this happening. I don't think it's
People
super
would get
hard.
so mad about it, though. It's funny.
It's been so long since we've had one.
I know, but people just get mad at it anyways.
You know.
What is this even meant to represent?
The
Artemis
SLS
rocket.
Block 1 and 1B Rockets Artemis missions.
Never
I think this
heard
is
of.
relatively new. It's like
Yeah, they were. They were
it's
pretty new.
probably too new for them to make an idea set off of it. To be honest.
I think they should make one of the Apollo mission that exploded and have a Minecraft TNT block inside.
This is why I can't. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why it can't be monetized. This is. This is not going to happen.
Well, see, you don't have to worry about that until you've gotten to 1,000 subscribers.
Among Us.
No,
You
it's
think that's a lot
500.
of CPA?
Five
Oh
hundred.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
500 now. I forgot about that. I forgot.
But I only
Is it
get super
actually?
chats and
yeah, it is. Down
memberships.
to 500. Oh, you only get super chats and
Oh, I
memberships.
can't
it's-
monetize.
It's 3,000 watch hours or
That's a
3
lot, man.
million. Yeah, it's they cut the subscribers by 50%, but they only cut the watch time by 25%.
I don't
I
have to worry
agree,
about
Among
it.
Us
My
is too
music
violent.
videos still get enough views to keep me monetized, even though I don't make any money off of
I
anything.
agree. Among Us is too sexual. Among Us
It's
has drug
too-
use.
It's just not happening.
Yeah,
And it's
one of
gone.
the-
It was a fad, essentially.
it's
I mean,
one
it's
of the
not
most
gone, but-
inappropriate children's franchises out there.
And there's a vent, but like you can't actually vent. So I don't see the point.
Yep. Too sexual.
And I've never played Among Us in
If
my
you-
life.
So wait, CPA, if you could actually vent using the vents in the set, do you think it would get approved?
100%.
Okay, I agree.
All right,
So I
good
just
to
wanted
know.
to make sure that we were on the same page.
Oh, that's cool. I will say that's cool.
Nope, too violent.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
You'll
it
get
is.
demonetized. Click off the screen.
Did they include like a violent mouth for every single one of the colors?
I don't know. Red is always sus. Isn't red always sus?
I don't know. That's kind of
That's
racist.
racist towards indigenous people. Wow, they have baby ones too.
Yeah, so you can actually
Every
put them
color.
on the board. I think,
Isn't
right?
that a lot of players to put on
No.
one Among Us game?
Why do they have the baby ones?
I don't know.
Because it's scale to the figs.
Reproduction.
Scale to the gonk droid. Yikes. Yowzas. Ooh, this one's cool. Ooh, this is really cool.
What is it? A team?
The A team.
I love the 18.
It's possible.
I see the A team van being done as
Watch
one of
this.
the licensed speed champion sets.
Watch this. Support.
I would
Big
mind
A
this
team
even though I know
guy.
nothing about the A team.
Originality
I just,
5. Building techniques 4. Details, honestly, they knocked it out of the park.
Everything that I know about the A team is from Lego Dimensions.
I watched the Bay team, the A team, a lot when I was a kid. So there's a lot of nostalgia there. It's an 8 stud wide,
Speed champions.
850 pieces. So I would probably
850. Wow,
that's a lot. Yeah.
I was gonna say, could just be a Speed Champions 2-pack, but that's way too many pieces.
I mean, the van is huge relative to a normal speed champions card.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe Squid Man, maybe. Let's see.
I would not have guessed 850 looking at that.
There's so many bricks. It's the roof of it's the van. I think the van just
I
has
mean,
so many pieces.
A lot of the
Yeah, I think
a lot
it's
of
the
speed
Mr. T
champions packs
minifigure.
have like 500 to 600 pieces. Maybe.
Yeah, I know.
I can see this. I
That
think they
red
do
stripe.
this like
Sure, yeah.
a $70 set probably.
The stripe in the van
Yeah.
or this stripe?
Yeah, the stripe in the van would be $70.
No, I was asking if it would be a sticker. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How the doors open like that.
Oh, that is cool. They brick built it, but I mean that's just the render,
Yeah.
and there's a sticker there at least.
They'd
But
probably
that's-
be
I mean, it's got to be
did the
stickered.
actual set. The
You
one
think
thing
they
that
would build it
definitely
into the
they
set?
would- I think they would use stickers or prints. Probably prints.
That would be
Do you own
awesome.
the set? The original one?
I own this set.
What?
There was an original A-Team set.
It was
Yeah,
a dimension set. It was just a figure and a micro build of the van.
Oh no, I did not.
It wasn't a great set.
Yeah. I was
Oh
like,
wow,
okay,
4
but-
seats in there. That's pretty.
Oh,
no
and yeah,
surprises.
it's probably. Yeah, that's got some internals. It's very full, and I think they would probably downscale the van a bit
Would they though?
to save on some
No,
pieces.
they wouldn't. I don't think they would.
I think
They
this
keep
is
it
like the
spicy.
smallest you could make it.
Is this
And
most you can
still
make it
have
is
the
still fit all
functionality.
4 figures?
Honestly, so here's where I'm at with this set. Get rid of this car, and just do the van.
That's fair for like
That's
50,
where I'm at. Yeah,
60.
that's where I'm at with this set.
Could be a Ghostbusters type thing.
Because honestly, I don't. This car is not iconic to me.
I agree.
The van is where
It's
the
iconic to me.
iconography is. Who even?
I give
think
that
it's-
car a 1.1 out of 10.
Is it Murdoch? No, it's not Murdoch's. It's
It's Brian
Face Man?
O'Connor.
yeah. No, I like the van. And they could get rid of a bunch of these multi-layered pieces, probably.
Do you hate
Eh.
things with multiple layers?
Well, just cut down on the piece count and make it like 2
Never
pieces
feed this
instead
man
of
an
4.
onion.
Realistically, that has no effect on the price. If they have something that uses multiple pieces to make up one thing, they're doing it for other reasons, and it's not going to increase the price of the set.
I like the way you think, Squid Man.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea, but they should keep it the same price as they were originally going to have it, like an $80 set that's just the wrench.
I agree. The Lego, the yellow truck from Kill Bill is a strong possibility for a Speed Champions movie set. Have you seen that before, CPA?
I have not.
You
Is
should look
it-
that
I
up.
want-
It's I don't think it's on Ideas, but if you look up
Okay.
like a Google image of it, it's a pretty cool design.
I want them to do the Subaru from Baby Driver.
That would be cool. I would buy that in a heartbeat, mainly because that. But let's see. Open image.
Why is the Muppet Theater the first result for What Makes You Beautiful?
Yeah, I have no idea. This
I think it makes the Muppets look beautiful.
Bricklink's search system is not the greatest.
Bricklink moment.
Like, that's cool. I have not seen the movie Kill Bill,
Yeah.
but that is a cool truck. Was that a Chevy S100?
I'm not sure. If you look up the real one, you could probably tell pretty easily.
It is a Chevy or S10. I meant not S100. It is a. It just looks like a Silverado.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's cool.
It might be a little too violent, but I think it'd be neat.
Yeah, that would they do Baby Driver or is that too violent?
It's probably too violent.
If they did it, they would just make a Subaru and it wouldn't be Baby Driver licensed.
It's R-rated, right?
Yeah, it is R-rated.
Yeah.
Man, what I wouldn't give.
And
for
yeah,
a
and the
WRX.
thing with Baby Driver is like half the cast have been involved in like pretty bad controversies.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Kevin Spacey in there.
True.
Yeah, I don't think they would do it Baby Driver licensed, but I could see them making just the Subaru at some point. I think
Let's
it's
see what.
not
But
super
Brendan, they
likely.
killed Bill. I feel like it is too violent.
Those two, those are beautiful. I mean, that's a ton of pieces though. That one on the
What are
left,
those?
just unrebrickable.
What is it?
Oh, it's a
Is
WRX.
Boss Baby too violent? Yeah.
This is a 2005 or 6, and this is a 2004
Wow, that's Jeff's
2000
birth year.
2004 what?
WRX STI.
I don't know what that means.
That's the Baby Driver car.
Okay.
It's a
Have you
WRX.
not seen the movie, Jeff?
What? I don't know what the car is called.
You've just been
Well,
you've
I
been
mean,
talking about it
visually,
several times.
Yeah.
You've
I mean,
said
yeah,
the
this looks
words.
kind of like it, but it's not red.
No, because the classic Subaru WRX isn't red; it's blue.
Yeah, but it should be red.
No, it should be blue like this.
No, I want to see it red though.
If
It
they
should
were
be
gonna make
like
it,
this.
if they were gonna make the car, it would just be blue.
Yeah, it would be. It's
Yeah, but
called.
They should make it red.
It stands for World Rally Blue. Is the technical color. WR
But you said
blue.
it was WRX.
Yeah, so it's World Rally Cross, and the color is World Rally Blue.
Oh, it's a Saw X reference. I forgot to make my Saw tweet today.
Have you missed any days of that Saw tweet?
Nope.
Love
He
this set.
better-
If this set comes out for like 50, I'm all in.
What if it's 60?
Nope. All right, I might have to call it a night soon.
I think you have to find one excellent set to go over before you call it right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the
me
18
too.
one was pretty good. This set is garbage.
What about the Shorebird collection?
That's not very nice.
Yeah, that's not very nice. This is my favorite set that we've looked at all day.
I'm just tired. They're already part of the 10K club member.
So you don't think they deserve another one?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, it's a good set for Hello
That's
Kitty. I
true.
just don't think it. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Would you watch a Hello Kitty movie if Ryan Gosling was in it?
No, I would not.
F-word, man. Life sucks sometimes.
This is cool. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the dancing house in Prague.
Yeah,
This
you know
would
how
be
the
an
dancing house-
architecture set.
No. Do you know what goes on at the dancing house?
I-
You should click off this.
Dancing? I really have no idea.
A very special kind of dancing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, then it's not going to
Yep.
happen. Well, looks cool.
Do you see the shaping on the roof? Like why it's shaped? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, this
I'm
could
surprised they
happen.
even allow that on the site.
This could happen. I like this one.
They play Just Dance in there.
All
I
right.
think this would get approved, but only if it was in Norway.
No, I have to make a poll. Start a poll.
In the YouTube chat, you get the actual YouTube chat. I was looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Screen casts. Are they anticipating the poll?
Type properly. Please vote. Vote in the chat. Yes or no?
CPA, if you stream for 11 more minutes, this stream will be longer than The Irishman 2019.
I am Irish, so it would probably be bad to undo my own people.
I am too.
I'm not. It makes me an outsider.
Guess what they used for the smoke again?
What
Let's
the
go.
heck? That's crazy. It's been so hard. I've dropped no F-bombs on this stream.
I'm so proud of you.
It's an oddity for me.
I'm so proud of you. I like to keep it family friendly here on the Lego CPA.
I know. The only F word I say is family.
Even saying F word is on the line. We got to keep it clean.
Life sucks sometimes.
No, I like this one. I think so. Where did the other Lego Village? Was that an icon set? Is that what we concluded?
Well,
What?
the Santa's Visit is an icon. Every year they do a Winter Village set. They've been doing it since 2008. They've done one every year, except for one.
I
year,
thought it was
think they
09.
did- No, I think it was 08.
They could. I
First
mean, it
was
is
Toy
very
Shop,
similar.
And then they did the post office and bakery. And I think bakery was 2010. So I believe that it was 2008 originally.
No.
But anyway, they've done a Winter Village set every year, and then they did that one chalet through the designer program.
Hi, Grandma Squid Man.
That's true.
I like this set though. I wouldn't buy it
It's
because I
actually
don't.
Grandma Squid Woman because she's a female.
Oh, yeah. I have never purchased a building set in Lego, so I probably would never purchase this one. No, okay,
You've never purchased a building
a building set.
ever?
They're all building sets. Every single Lego
See,
set. is a
I knew
building
that's
set.
where you're going with it. A set that is a building.
A structure.
Not even like a
Structure.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
Correct. I have never purchased the Mos Eisley Cantina. I
Well,
need to.
That's crazy. I'm
need
looking
to.
around my room like I'd say more, not more than half, but probably roughly half the sets I have are buildings.
I would say I'm not of every set that I've ever bought, but of the sets that I currently have built, I would say a good like 60% are buildings or
Yeah,
structures of
that's
some
I'm
sort.
on the same page.
Does this count as a building? If I can lift it
That's
up
actually that's shocking to me. I don't know of anyone who like has that much Lego, but it does not have a single building.
Does this count as a building?
That counts,
Yeah,
yes.
That's a building.
Yes.
That's a building. You're lying to all of us.
I don't think that counts. It's
Jacob
not
was-
How?
It's a building.
enclosed.
Okay.
It has to be enclosed.
sets
to count
aren't.
as-
I think of like even Rivendell isn't enclosed.
Yeah. Do you think Rivendell's a building?
Yes.
Well,
Do you think the treehouse is a building?
I guess is this one? No, this one is not enclosed.
It's still a building.
yeah.
Would you consider the Death Star a building or a vehicle?
An RV, a recreational vehicle.
I love blowing up planets in my free time.
Or a motorhome.
So would you consider the AT-AT a motorhome?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't really live in it. There isn't
You
a
can.
no, they don't have restrooms.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so it
mod
needs to
my
have a
AT-AT
bathroom
to
in
have a
order to be-
restroom.
Yeah.
All right, let's see
If,
what.
so if
and a
you
kitchen.
retrofit an AT-AT to have a restroom, you can use it as a motorhome. Is that correct?
Yeah, like how those people
Correct.
do it with the school buses.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Okay.
I think that sounds like a good idea. It has
So
lots
what
of
do,
seats,
what
lots
do
of
you
place for
both
posing figures.
to get back on topic? What do you both think about this set?
Oh, it's awful.
It's awful.
I like it. I think it's cool.
It gives me seasonal depression.
Mhm.
It would never.
So
it would
it's
never
gonna be
get
a
made.
no.
Let's find a set that would get chosen, like this Lego microscope.
That's not
Why
good,
would that get chosen?
I don't know. It's fun.
That
It's
insects
it's
has no cause.
educational. It's educational. It
Yeah,
encourages
I'll look through ideas and I'll find you a set that I think is gonna get
kids to learn.
Does it have the fine point lens or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that's what the blue one is.
I think it's been a good year since I've used a microscope.
It's been
More
about
than a
It's
year.
been
10.
15 plus
It's
years.
been about 12 years for me.
Since I was in high school, I think.
Same.
Oh, they'll definitely make this blockbuster set.
Is it a
Okay.
tie into the Netflix series that got canceled?
Yeah.
Okay, let's find one.
Finally, Jimmy Woo minifigure.
Let's find one. Oh, this Jaws one might get chosen.
Bruh.
I think that's a good one. What do you guys think?
Does he know?
I don't think he does.
A Jaws set got approved like less than a month ago.
Oh, what was that?
You should know because you were talking about the cat earlier, and the cat and Jaws got approved at the same time.
Yeah.
No, I like this. I swear this one would be good.
This is probably exactly what we're getting. The one that's
CPA is
approved
playing
it
games, I
looks
think.
exactly the same as this.
No,
It's
it
the
doesn't.
boat, it's the shark, it's water.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't have the base with the water and the.
Oh
logo.
yeah, it has a black base. So they can charge $30 extra for it.
Yeah,
Genius.
I think CPA is punking us, and he does know about the Jaws set that was approved.
I do know about the Jaws set. I was punking.
Wow.
It was a funny punk, I think.
If I refresh
good
the
one.
StreamYard's website, will it freak out?
Yeah,
I don't know.
think so.
Maybe.
Darn. I'll try it at the end
Why do you need to refresh?
because it won't. The message I sent in the YouTube chat won't show up in StreamYards.
Is it something
Which one, the
inappropriate?
poll?
No, it was me saying I think I punked them. I tried to push that
Oh.
mess. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
I found an ideas project that will 100%.
AWM, the Lego Ideas Jaws isn't coming out until probably like late next year.
this is cool. That's cool.
What
Now
is
make
that?
it
Unless you're
Bionicle.
planning to buy a set 6 months
Oh,
before
Metroid?
that.
This one is kind of cool. I don't think I'll make it. I think it's
No,
too obscure.
Samus? I guess for Lego
I think-
Lego fans, it's kind of old.
It's. I think it's too obscure.
But that is let's see how many pieces. 690, so it'd be about what?
Seamus Finnegan's mech suit from Harry Potter.
That I really like
What?
that.
I like Seamus Finnegan too. He's a great character.
No, I like Samus.
I liked it in the first one where the potion exploded in his face.
I just watched the first Harry Potter. What about the sea turtle?
Did you like it in the first one where the potion exploded in his face?
Did it actually happen?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Irish kid.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, great character.
Took me a second.
It's an
This
ideas
is actually
project
really
in an
cool.
In-N-Out restaurant. This is cool, but I don't think they do it.
Does it have a bathroom?
Could you
This
use it as an RV?
This turtle,
Yep.
1218 bricks, 1218 bricks.
It's not bad.
And yet none of
Be
them
about
go to
I'd say be about $100, or maybe 90, because there's a ton of small ones.
Probably 15 plus.
How big is it? 16. Wow, that is actually fairly large. It's almost 17 inches long.
I could see them downscaling that a little bit, but I
Yeah,
agree. That'd be a really cool set.
Make it like $60 set.
I
think they'd go
would
for like 80.
probably buy it.
We found our thumbs
Oh
up.
my god, Brendan. Brendan's comment.
Wait, I found CPA. I'm gonna send a link in the private chat for us to look at. It's a really good ideas project, and I think it'll get approved.
Okay, let me screen it first.
Wow. It says 1,500 pieces. There's no way. That is a lie.
It's the greatest idea submission ever.
That is
I
a
am.
straight-faced lie.
What are these? What are these things up in the top?
I don't know.
Airplanes. Or no, they're actually
I think
crucifixes.
those represent time.
The rainbow is cool. Is that like White Cap
It's him
Mountains?
coming out to his dad, I think.
Okay.
Or why is
And
mom included if it's just
Oh,
time
I
with
get
dad
it
and
now.
nature?
Okay. He's coming out to his dad. He finally got a moment alone. That's what the rainbow is. But the crucifixes are hovering over the rainbow because his dad is very religious and he doesn't feel ready to come out to his dad. It's a very personal idea set.
Art is very. No, he's celebrating Father's Day.
He did it on Father's Day. That's wild.
Yeah.
Art is very interpretational and nice.
I think this
Is
is
it video?
offensive to people who don't have a dad.
It's a video of birds flying in circles, dude.
Oh, wait.
They're birds.
No, they're definitely
Why are they-
crucifixes
Why are the birds flying straight up?
because they want to.
Oh my goodness. I'm losing it, dudes. I'm losing it. Are we longer than the Irishman?
In
Gotta be.
7 seconds.
A beautiful mountain, a colorful rainbow, a picnic blanket, blossoming trees, birds that spin to imitate the flying motion, and a boat. I'm on a
There's-
boat.
There's no shot that this is 1,500 pieces.
That's what
There's
I
no way
said.
that possibly could.
Oh, hot mic. I mean, that mountain could be pretty dense.
It's actually just filled with 1,500 studs, like just poured in there.
I could see that being the case. I could definitely see that being the case. And there's fish out of water. Interesting. Those are also huge fishing poles. It's like if the dad is 6 foot tall, 6, 12, 18 foot.
Yeah.
It's a little freaky.
Makes sense. Upside down brick. It's cool. Well, that about does it with my main pick
Hold on,
being...
I found a good one.
Oh no. The number one set in this list, the A team. So far for me.
I kind of agree.
Why can
I
I
think
not
the A
copy
team has
this
to happen
link?
eventually.
I like that. I like that bus, that van. It's iconic.
I think of everything you looked at today, this is probably the most likely.
Okay, here we go.
The vintage toaster is kind of cool too.
Fishing poles are usually, I don't know, like 7 feet. Unless maybe deep sea fishing poles are
No,
longer.
7 feet. They're like 5.5 feet, maybe.
No, they're not. They're not like. They're usually like 6 feet. I would say.
6 to 12 feet is the length of a typical fishing rod.
Backward, man. It's long.
Yeah.
Sushi brickheads. I'm gonna
You
pass
looked at
on
the
that
one that
one.
I
Wait,
sent.
wait.
AWM. I'm gonna pass on that.
I found a good one.
Oh my goodness, links are flying.
This one
Links
could be an
are
Amazon exclusive.
flying. Duck hunt. That's fun. It's very basic. Be about a $5 set.
That's not nice. I think they worked really hard on this.
It's cool. I like the
actually do.
dog. The
No,
dog is cool.
I actually do kind of like this. It's not
The
bad.
duck looks very sad though. I mean, it's implying murder. Is it
Well,
not?
yeah, they're hunting for the duck. That's the whole point of the game, isn't it? I think. I don't really know. I only know the characters from Smash Bros.
This is probably not happening. It's cool though. I mean, I guess
They can make it as an Amazon Prime exclusive.
that would be funny actually. Oh, this one
You
is
can
a
only receive
definite
this
go.
on- Yeah, this
100%.
one. Yeah.
100%.
How many pieces does that one have? Does it say on the parking lot one?
1262.
$100 parking lot set.
I found another good one.
Guys, stop it. Stop it.
No, one more. This one's great.
Oh, wait, no.
I have to go to bed.
I hope you found the same one
Here's
as
the one
me.
I just sent.
You get the one that I just sent.
Okay.
Parking lot.
The one that I just sent. I don't understand. This is even on the website.
No, I'm not looking at the
That's
anatomical head.
scary. No, the one before that.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
I'm
I
afraid.
think it just looks awful. It's from Zelda, apparently.
I'm afraid to say it. Oh, it's from Zelda. Right.
What about
No
this
more.
one?
Nope. No more, dude. Literally.
New Ninjago mech.
All right, that does it for my first ever
Okay, bye.
planned live stream.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he
That's
left.
fast.
He dipped. So the set that I want is gonna be this one.
The set that
18.
I want is the 18 or the Amazon van.
Heck yeah. All right. Maybe I'll do this again next week. We'll see. It's probably not this long. This was very long.
This is a fun
But-
stream, I think. Thank you for having me, Mr. CPA.
Yep, absolutely. We'll thank you all for joining in the chat. We'll oh man, I'm about to pass out. All right.
Goodbye.
See y'all later. See you in the next video.